The antic. Considering the devs acknowledged it.
Nice.
From the Eggman.
Cuckoo, hey, look at that. We don't have to do the transcoding shuffle today. That's always a bonus. Oh, look at everyone's hit points. Oof.
Except for mine.
Oof. Yeah, you're not a threat.
He's got my character shooter.
I didn't get a chance to catch up on the VOD. What did you
No, everyone has that excuse.
Did I end up at the inn, or did I pass out on the side of the road?
No, you're with us. You're with us.
Okay.
Right, let's do this. Work. Why won't Stream Deck work, you pile of turd? Boop. There we go. I might have to turn Stream Deck off and on again.
Oh, Sergio's late.
No, Sergio will probably turn up within this minute. Oh, is that some noise from the granny?
Thought I heard something.
No, I'm guessing not. Alright. We got a pop. What's the gilded pop?
Other than the live
Just
stream?
going to get the foods. Okie dokie. That was Townie saying he's just going to get the foods.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, players.
Hello.
Good evening.
Players, viewers, anybody. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to get Stream Deck to work. It
Oh yeah, the
disappeared.
stream deck. There might be an update.
No, it just decided it didn't want to work. And now it's missing from the toolbar, which is extremely handy.
I've had that happen. I don't know
Task
what causes
manager.
it yet.
Task manager, are you in there? Hello, Stream Deck. Are you there? Stop moving around. Why is everything moving around? Stop it.
And it depends on what you have your task manager set to.
It's being annoying. Stream Deck.
I have mine is strictly set by, I think, name. So it tells me all the main priorities.
Minute late. You're fired.
Yeah, name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm probably gonna die in this session anyway.
Oh.
So.
Do you know?
It depends on how much you get hit with.
And which ones you hit first? Let's have a look.
So, I didn't catch the catch up on the
can't find
whole thing. What happened to the silver smoke idea?
It went up in a puff of smoke.
Yeah, a few of them started popping, but that was it.
Well, they charged into a room full of them before they thought about using the silver smoke. Right.
Yeah, that's exactly why I was asking. I caught that part. I was like, "Excuse me."
Sergio's gone again. Sergio's gone again.
Oh, what? Sergio!
Yeah, we
Did I scare Sergio off?
silver powder under the door, and then I lit it up.
Ah, Gilda doesn't let you drag people into calls. No.
Are we trying to drag? Sergio's back again.
So I completely missed what you said because I disconnected after I said this session. What did you say?
I said, you are next.
I said it all depends on how you got hit, and then I asked why everyone charged in.
It depends on many things. Anyway, let's have a recap. Let's have a recap just in case anybody's actually watching. So, having prepared themselves for the venture to the Mountain Toe Gold Mine, the adventurers set off again. They had a bit of an explore. They were prepared for the entrance this time for the two were-rats that were there stood guard. They went in, they took them out with their new silvered weapons. It all went fairly well. They managed to creep through some of the areas of the mine. They came across a door. So I believe it was Harrison. Harrison
Yeah.
that sneakily opened the door. Had a quick look around, see that was in there.
That was Carlton that did that.
Okay. Had a quick look around, see what was in there. Noticing there was a
drunk Harrison happened.
noticing there was a large party of what were currently at the time humans and one female were-rat around a table. They decided to try something different. Harrison wandered in, acting all drunk, pretending to know them, and yeah, the ruse was seen through quite quickly, and it descended into chaos, and this is currently where we are at the moment. And I've replaced some of the miniatures, so we have some proper rat-like miniatures there.
Ooh.
We've got some undercoating going on some of the characters, so they're all ready to be painted up, etc., etc. So yes,
Nice.
this is where we are. We're mid-combat. We'll wait for Town and Bobinator to get back. Once he lets us...
what is the order? What was initiative rolled?
Yeah, we've got initiative order.
Okay. I want to put it in my notes.
It'll be Harrison to go first.
Okay.
If Harrison is even here.
In spirit.
Fanny.
We can't hear you if you've been talking.
Probably because you're not there. Mike's not muted. Be 1 minute. Yeah, Tony, that's fine. Not a problem. You sort your food out, dude. We've eaten. Oh, he's busy playing on his Switch, so I can't bloody hear a word I'm saying anyway. I think he's playing Splatoon, so this is going to be an interesting battle, isn't it?
I'll listen out for when it's my turn.
Multitasking, should we
Okay.
just call that? Multitasking, there you go. Look.
So it's Harrison first, and then
Harrison first, then the the swarm of were-rats.
okay, I'll put that in for once.
And then we've got Evelyn, Malketh, and then other things.
I
So,
misspelled
yeah.
Evelyn. Yes, I did. Malketh. Apparently, I only heard my name after that,
Mike.
after Evelyn.
Mike's not working. Who's Mike?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh no,
Yeah, I got food.
it's Granny talking about
Oh.
Mike's not working. But she spelled it Mike as in the name Mike, so
Do
Yeah.
you like have a mute button on your headset or your mic or anything that you might have accidentally clicked on?
Yeah, because that won't show up in Gilded if you did. Which personally, I feel that they should have that set up.
Oh, we got a long sentence. Done a test and it's picking up sounds.
Oh,
Check your...
Gilded might have. Yeah, check your Gilded settings.
Yeah, it might have turned your mic to something different.
I originally had this problem and it just wouldn't play ball for me, but then
I have that.
Ah, there we go. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Ah.
right.
I hear a granny now.
Right. We can hear Townie, so that means Townie's back with food. I'm
Tony's
guessing.
muted again.
Yeah, it's fine. It's because he's eating.
Yeah, I'll unmute when it's my go.
What you eating?
Okay.
What you eating? Is it nice?
Serbic Cavalry.
Can you save me some?
Sparky,
What?
I have a pouch of silver powder still.
That's
Should
nice.
I get rid of that? Or is that
We only used
the
half
one
of it.
that I got?
You only used half
Okay.
of it, from what I remember.
Okay.
Which seemed to have zero effect on the.
It didn't have zero effect. They were at the other side of the door.
I want to
Slightly
try something with
dazzling.
what's left of mine, but I don't know if it'll work.
Anyway, I want to add
You
a
want
little.
to kill us all, yeah.
No. I do not want to kill you all because that does not make it fun and enjoyable. I want to play this out as it is. But if you keep going on about me making it easier for you, then I might just have to teach you a lesson.
I'll make it easier. Leave it as is.
What, you mean do nothing? No, I want
To
to,
the dragons come.
for myself, I want to do things slightly differently from, the usual slog until somebody dies. I want to add a little bit more realism to it, so I'm going to be trying to do things like that tonight and just see how it works. It might
So,
make
like,
it.
let's say.
No, let's say
It's gonna
nothing.
make-
No, let's say
Oh
nothing.
no! I was.
Yeah.
It was-
Let's
you
not
said
speculate.
realism, so I was like, if someone takes an arrow to the head, they're insta dead. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so if you take an arrow to the head, you're insta-dead. Yeah, because these guys have got crossbows. Right, that's fine. We'll go with that. Thank you.
Well, you said realism. I'm like, well, that's pretty realistic.
I also said, careful with what you wish for. Hey, look.
The only time a person will survive an arrow
I mean,
to the head
we
is if it
bear
flies
in
on
mind remember, party, we have a DM that likes to torment us, so we have to bear that in mind.
And
We
I
have a
also
DM that-
have players that like to torment me.
Let's say we have earned it, to be fair.
I'm saying
I
something.
don't. What have I done to torment you?
Have you still
You
got
hear,
a
eh?
spell slot? Can you use your entangle?
Oh, the question's for
Yes,
you.
I have
Yeah, he's checking.
3 first level spell slots.
And then back to Splatoon.
Because last week we was talking about, and the two that are coming up the corridor, maybe if you could entangle them.
And there's no time for plans. Harrison, it's yoga.
Where, which one am I? Just to clarify, where am I?
Yeah,
in
this
goodness?
one. Can you see this one right here? Can you see that? Yeah.
So you
this
say
this one right here.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Thank you. Yeah.
You say the two that were coming up behind us.
This one.
Yeah.
You're this one. You've got one right in front of you, and there's
Yeah.
one.
Somebody stood next.
Yeah, you are stood next to Gioa. The one right in front of you is in contact with Gioa and Carlton currently.
Right. Right. So
That one's,
I'll
you
do
know,
the
a little bit beaten up, but it's not too bad.
Right, so I'll do the usual. Is it
Bit of fancy footwork, yeah.
Attack with my short sword.
Okie dokie, pig in a pokey. Your silvered short sword.
Yeah.
Your 14. That, I believe, is swinging a hit. So you slice down with your short sword. It takes purchase. 6 points of damage. Oh. Yes.
And I will follow it up with a sneak
Sneak
attack
attack. No problem.
for an extra
Oh.
8.
Oh, yeah, this one's looking pretty beat now. Very much beat up. Not as bad as its friend that stood in front of Carlton, but yeah, it don't look best pleased with itself. Right, let me just.
Right, and I stay put.
One stood in
You're gonna
front
stay
of
put.
me, took a bit of radiant damage yesterday before we stopped.
Yeah, it took a slicing halberd, a silvered halberd, followed up with a lot of radiant damage that would have cleaved the other one
I did
straight down the
20
middle.
I did 21 damage with one attack in total.
Yeah, it's just a shame you
which
picked
is
the wrong
pretty
one.
cool.
So let's have a look.
Well, I wouldn't have killed the other one.
How do I figure this one out in my head? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna. Right, it is the turn of the were-rats now.
Rats.
So this one here, having seen everything that's going on, he's taken a bit of a beating. He stands his ground. He's happy to have a slash back at the darting, dancing Harrison there, who's done it some damage, and that is a. What is that? Oh, it gets 2 attacks. That's right. Okay, so the first one is, as soon as I can figure it out, a 19.
Yep.
And this, okay, so that does 3 damage. I rolled a 1. And the second one, I've already rolled 4. And that was also a 1. So the second one misses. So it has one swing, just bounces off, just, carves a slash in your chest, and the second one completely misses. Hits your armor, or you deflect it with your rapier or something like that.
Now, because it's a nat 1, it drops the sword out of its hand.
And that nat 1 has just turned into a 20 because of heckling in the background. And it flew out of its hand and it landed on Carlton. Okay, so the one in front of Carlton. What's this one gonna do? Oof.
Yes,
Oof. This one, it's so badly damaged, it's just quaking in fear. It's gonna turn and flee. So
that means I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. So roll for your roll to hit.
That is a 12 to hit.
That is just a hit.
Okay. Okay. No, I do not need to. That is a 14 points of damage. Boom.
As it turns and tries to run, you lift your halberd from where it finished up and just literally finish off carving it, and it just slices it right up the middle, and it just falls down as it's trying to run away, and the sword it's got is currently stuck on it. So, and it's destroyed, dead. So yeah, these are the guys that I've got for the were-rats. My Skaven models. These ones aren't fully painted yet. There's one that is, but I thought, perfect for were-rats.
It looks actually a lot like what a were-rat would look like.
Exactly. So,
yeah,
one down. Do you kind of see where I'm going with this? Right, the two in the background, they've just seen how Carlton dealt with this one. They're just gonna back away a little bit, and they're gonna have a shot with their little hand bows. So this one gonna take a pot shot, and that is a 12.
that is a miss.
And the other one, that one is a 20 total.
Oh,
that's a hit.
Okay.
It's not a nat 20.
No, it's the total.
Still a hit.
Yeah. No, it's not a nat.
It is a hit. Oh.
Okay, and that does a whole 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Right, so these guys around here. This one was currently in the process of having a bit of a Barney with Evelyn, I believe. Between Evelyn and Malketh. So yeah. So it's gonna have a swing with its short sword at Evelyn. So 1.
Just rude.
alrighty.
That's just rude. Yeah, no. That's 18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Which does 56 points. 4 points of damage. So one swing. And then next swing is also an 18.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And that does 8 points of damage.
8. Well, I'm out.
Oh, so it knocks Evelyn down. But luckily, you've got big bad Malketh there, right next to you. This one, just poking out through the door, it's going to have a pot shot at Malketh with its crossbow.
Oh.
And that is a 18 to hit,
That is a hit.
which does 6
but
points.
I have a reaction.
Okay.
I deflect missiles.
Okay. Deflect away.
You can use your reaction to deflect or catch missiles. So, I want to catch it.
You're not a cat,
do
you're
so.
a dragonborn.
There was an H at the end.
Oh, right, okay.
There was a CH at the end of that. Okay, how do I do this? I
Don't know.
haven't had a chance to use this.
Do you
'Cause
not
I
know?
have to
Do you not
roll
know
for-
your character?
Yes, but I haven't really needed to look at this reaction that much. Okay, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile. I love how they say missile. When you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus 6.
Cool.
So I guess I roll that first.
Well, the damage was 6, so I
Okay.
don't think you need
Okay,
to roll,
Okay,
do you?
so if it's reduced to 0, and I have a free hand, which I do, I can use a key point to make a ranged attack, as with a monk weapon, meaning I basically just throw the
Yeah.
arrow back.
Okay.
With a range of... I don't know how to read this. It says 20/60.
20 is a
that-
normal roll.
So
60 is with disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's 5.
So
10,
yeah, I would like
15.
to use a key point after catching
Yeah,
that.
I'd say it's just a regular attack roll.
Yeah, it's you gotta. Well, apparently I have to roll to make sure it hits them back.
Well, obviously.
So I'll roll for hit.
Do it.
That is 23.
It's a hit.
And now to roll for the damage it does. That's 4.
Yeah, you throw the missile back, but you just see it just glances off, and it doesn't seem to take any damage from the hit.
I wish that had been a lot more damage.
Yeah.
Fire creatures don't take any damage.
They're not dumb enough to use silver bolts on their weapons,
Yeah.
unfortunately. For you, that is. Right, so...
That was an interesting situation.
Yeah.
I
That...
mean, you defended yourself from taking damage.
Yeah, which is a bonus. It's just a shame that, you know, Evelyn didn't. You can have a rest now, though. Eat your food at least. Right. So, Evelyn's turn. Death saving throw.
Come on, Evelyn.
So what do I have to roll for a saving throw? Because I've actually never
D20.
done one before.
D20. Have you
It's
not?
1d20.
Have you never played D&D before?
Yeah, but I'm a DM normally, so...
And you've never made your players
Seven.
roll? That is a fail. It's not a complete...
Oh!
It's just a failed roll, that's all. So you've got
Okay.
two more chances to fail. Unless you roll a 1, then you're dead.
Yeah, that one.
You're dead, mate. Unless one of your friends can help you, of course.
Aren't 20s instant successes?
20s are instant... 20s are... If you get a natural 20 on a death saving roll, you automatically get 1 hit point back. You stay prone, but you're not unconscious anymore.
So 20's an instant.
So you're still unconscious, bleeding out from the short sword wounds. All like that. Right, now it's Malketh's turn.
Okay. I'm immediately gonna ask, can I try and get the unconscious Evelyn to drink my potion of healing?
You can pour the potion of healing down Evelyn's throat if you want to. She's there like this. Oh.
I'm gonna do that.
Yep. That'll use your action.
That's fine.
Yep, that's cool. So
I only have the one, but I'm doing it.
No, that's perfectly advisable. So
I will remove that
How
from
to
my
give
inventory.
someone a potion when we first got.
right, can we not all talk at once? One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah,
2d4 plus 2
I
hit
heard-
points. It's little Spark was jabbering on in the background while Granny was trying to talk. And Granny's a bit quiet today.
was that Granny? I thought that was Sergio talking.
No, you'd have heard Sergio.
Okay.
Granny, I've
do
got
I
your
have to roll
volume
that?
down, that's why. There we go.
Is that Evelyn that has to roll that? Or
You're alright, Granny. I just had your volume down from last week, I think.
I have removed the potion.
Right, so did you roll for it?
Oh, I thought Evelyn had to roll for that. Okay.
Your potion, you roll 2d4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2. Okay, there's the D4s. Okay. Roll. There's the first. That's 3.
You know, you can just roll, like, both at once.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Just click it twice.
Oh, okay.
8
And that is another
points
3.
back for you, Evelyn. But you are still currently prone on the floor.
How many was that? Alright.
8 points.
8, cool.
So yeah, you pour the potion down her throat and you can see the wounds start to close. They still look a bit red, obviously, but the bleeding has stopped. She's got some vitality back and she blinks awake. Just lying on the floor like...
I saved someone.
"Da Right, so
I could
now
probably have done that if I chose a different path for my monk.
we got the two giant rats in the corner here. I've replaced them with actual giant rats as well, so they're not the great big hulking things. They look more like just big rats.
Cool.
So, and they're both trying to nibble on what's his face, Don John.
Don John.
Yeah. So one of them, it's looking really quite beat up from Don John's few attacks that managed to get through. That one is going to do this. It's going to run away. So it's just going to turn tail and try and peg it. So Don John's going to get a free slash at that one. Oh, would you believe he actually managed to hit this time?
Yay!
And that will be... slash. So he slashes it across the back and it just starts limping away down the corridor. Still there, but it's just limping and crawling away. Didn't get very far at all. But yeah, and the other one's gonna take a Okay. Didn't realise that. Yeah, it's gonna
Spelled that really bad.
try and bite Don John. And it misses. It bites on its boot but doesn't manage to get through. So he's just like, because Don John's looking fairly beat up at the moment as well. Right, next on the list. We've got this. We've got the boss lady. She's, just kind of backing away from everybody. She's going to move around here to the other side of the table. Away from the dangerous looking, what's his face? Carlton over there with his silvered halberd of radiant damage.
Silver halberd of radiant death.
It's going to take a... So what's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. It's going to take one crossbow shot at you, and that will be a 15. Which I believe...
That just misses.
I'm going to say I believe that is a miss. So yeah, he just pings off your chainmail. So she manages to get, but it just pings off and causes no damage. So next up is Don John. His go. He's going to try and stab down at this little annoyance of a rat that's still pecking at his boot. Absolutely useless. I don't think I got the right music on. I think that might be alright, but... Where are you? Are you actually dying in real life by things at the moment.
No, I.
Dungeon. Okay, all 3 hit. Yeah, 3 hits, so he's just like stabbing down at it. I think I only have. Oh no, I've got. Oh, there we go. He don't get very many bonuses for his damage though. Don't need to. It's fine. He just completely obliterates it with 3 hits. It's like, and the last one right in its head, and just pins it to the floor. It's dead. Yep, it's gone. All daggered to death. And now he's busy facing a little bit of trouble with 2 were-rats coming in his direction. Yeah. Okay, right. His go. So now, Gioa. Oi, Gioa. Gioa, will you? Gioa.
So I would. Is there a way to get the?
How many spell slots do you have?
At the moment.
Yeah.
3 first level left.
3 level ones.
Okay. How many of your friends are beaten up and badly damaged? I'm not giving any hints away here, but you know, I'm just giving away a couple of hints. I know you had a plan.
Yeah. I'm down to 4 points.
Ooh.
Is Harrison right next to me?
Yeah, stood literally right next to you.
I cast
The,
I cast Cure Wounds on Harrison.
Hi DG, how you doing?
And that's 10.
Hi, DG.
Oh, lovely jubbly.
Nice.
Thank you.
So yeah, you just reach out a hand, heal up a load of Harrison's wounds. You've got movement, you got bonus if you have a bonus, but I don't know if you have a bonus. You probably don't have a bonus at the moment because you're still only level 3 and you're a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
you?
let my turn there.
Yeah, thank you. It saves me doing it. End your turn. Okay, right, big bad, Carlton. You have one right next to you.
So,
Sleepy.
yeah, I know. But what I'm first, I'm actually gonna shout to everyone, stop! Everybody stop!
Okay.
And I'm gonna say to the leader, this has gone far enough. All right, we've killed a few of the were-rats. Some of us are in bad shape. This has gone on long enough. So why don't we call a truce, and then we can all recover, and then we can talk things out properly.
That's rather a lot to say in 6 seconds.
Says it
I just say, okay, so I just say stop, all right? Let's stop the violence and let's negotiate. We're too beat up to carry on with this.
Make a persuasion
Don't
check.
tell them that.
I know, you've got to make it look like we've got the upper hand.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, if your friends had shut up, then you might have been all right.
Like, oh, really? So you, no. If it's with disadvantage, 13. If not, then 21.
No, I mean you're in the middle of a bit of a combat, so you listen. You can see she thinks about it for a few seconds, and then she steels herself, and she points at you with the crossbow again. It didn't quite work, but you never know. You can see that she thought about it for a minute or two. Well, a few seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let that be a bonus.
Ooh.
All right. In that case, then, I'm gonna slash at the one that me, Harrison, and Gia are all surrounding.
A show of force. I like
the
it.
halberd. Oh my god! That one.
Yeah, unfortunately, because you were busy talking, you try and swing it around, but as you swing it, it just ducks out of the way because you weren't quite prepared to swing it with enough force, and it just just misses. You misjudge it completely. It would have been a strong decapitating blow had it hit. It just whistles over its head and takes out Harrison instead. but top of the round, it is Harrison to go. Unless you've got any movement that you want to do, or any... Oh, you've already used your bonus.
Yeah. But okay, after that hits, I say to the leader...
Misses.
You can take me as prisoner if you let my friends go.
No, retreat.
No.
No. Tread low.
Yeah, you've already tried this turn, so she's still not bending. Well, like I said, you used your bonus. Do you have any movement you want to use? Or are you staying there?
I am...
Because it will get an
My
attack
dice
of
gonna
opportunity. Yeah.
It
If you move...
won't.
It would. If you moved away, it would get attack of
would.
opportunity, yeah.
So then I'm not moving.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Okay. Don John shouts from the back, "What are you doing? Gotta kill these varmints! Don't be talking like that!" Harrison, you're up.
I'm just trying to save us from more violence.
Obviously, fancy footwork.
Yes.
The one in front of me.
Yes.
Hit the short sword.
Yes. You show
22.
Carlton how it's done. Roll for damage. How do you want to do it?
I'll just
Finish him off.
just take his head off.
Fair enough. Nice and simple.
Simple as that, yeah. Fair enough.
As it's a piercing weapon, you just thrust it straight through its open mouth into its head and just whip it to the side, and top of its head just falls clean off.
If this adventure was animated, it would be a certificate 18.
Absolutely.
Oh god, yeah.
Rated R for repugnant.
Rated R for extreme violence.
Any movement or anything you want to do? Or do you want to say anything to anybody?
I'll just come on, boys. Let's finish him off.
Morale.
And go.
Morale.
And girls, you know.
Girls, yeah.
So, yeah.
Come on, gang. Let's finish them off. Right, so let me just actually mark down that these two are gone. Gone. I mean, the other two have taken a fair few stabs and things, but they're... Sergio wants the truce and Granny wants to massacre them all. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be fair. Right, it is actually the were-rat's turn.
Uh-oh.
So these guys, they're kind of like... I'm just gonna do a quick... Yeah, they weren't sure what to do at first, but they're just gonna take a shot each at the guy that tried to talk them out of it. First one is an 11.
Yes.
And the second one is a nat 1.
Hey.
So yeah, so they both fire. They don't look best pleased with that. They're just, one of them completely misses, and the other one just fires it, and it just sort of lodges in the rings of your chainmail, and you've just got a bolt sticking out. Did no damage. It's just there, lodged in, and they're just like,
Yeah.
ugh. Right, these guys. That one just saw you pour a potion down Evelyn's throat, the one that he just knocked down, so he's gonna take a couple of swipes at Malketh.
Oh.
Okay, so one is a 9,
No.
and the other one is a 22.
Wait, that was to hit, right?
Yeah, that was to hit. That was not damage. Bloody hell no. they're not all like were rat
First
dragons.
One just is, Unfortunately, the second one hits.
Okay, so now you have joined the rest of your group. You have taken some damage. 7 points.
No.
So yeah, it's, how dare you bring her back? And stabs you. Don't
you
do
said
that because
7,
it's
right?
short sword. Yes, I did say 7. Just stabs you. Ugh.
I am down to 20 health.
Right. Look at you. And this one is going to take a pot shot at Don John as it saw it stab one of its little pet rats. And, ooh, rolled a 6, but I think Don John's armor class is fairly low because he's not actually wearing any. Yeah, Don John's armor class is 10, so that is actually a hit. And it does a whole 3 damage. That was lucky.
Wait, it rolled a 6 and it hit.
+4.
You didn't say that before. Okay.
I didn't have to. I rolled a 6. The total was 10. You get pluses, they get pluses. Sonny, how you doing? So yeah.
That's such a low armor class. That's ridiculous.
He doesn't wear armor. He's just got clothes on. He's an overseer. He's not really a fighter.
You don't even wear clothes.
He's a talker, not a fighter. No, that's Malketh.
Wait, what?
Somebody said doesn't wear clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That happened for quite a few sections.
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
exactly.
Yes, it did.
Right, so were-rats have had their turn. This one's just gonna sort of come out into the corridor a bit more. Just through this door. It is now the turn of Evelyn. Currently lounging around on the floor like the lazy elf that you are.
I'm gonna get up.
Cool. You stand up, get to your feet, spring to your feet right in front of this little dodgy dude here.
Then I'm gonna stab him with my silver dagger.
Okay. Your silver dagger of extreme, not very much damage, but yes, that's fine. You
That's
came
the
well.
weapon I've got.
You came well prepared, you guys. You really did. That is a hit. So yeah, you do get a stab in there.
Right, so just need to double check something.
If you get your bonus D8 or not, it's already wounded.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's already wounded.
That's a 4 plus.
What type of damage is this?
Plus, no, hang on, 7 plus 11 damage.
Yeah,
and
cool.
It is. It says. Piercing damage.
Piercing. So your, no, not your dagger. Your bonus thing is that.
It doesn't say. I don't think.
Okay,
I think it
that's-
just says an extra D8.
No, that's
I assume
fine
it's
then.
whatever the weapon was.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We assume that's also with the dagger.
Yes, I know you would assume that. But
Yeah,
to be
11
fair,
damage.
if it doesn't say, then that makes me think that it would be with whatever weapon you're using. So yeah, 11 damage. Cool. So yeah, that one is looking pretty rough now. Bleeding from a good few wounds. You're back on your feet. You're getting some revenge on it. Yeah, it's looking a bit shaky. Any movement or any bonuses or anything like that?
Nowhere really to go, so no.
Okie
No.
dokie. Right, we are up to Malketh again.
Boy.
I think I marked off everything that I used for you last session, so yeah, some things are there, some things are.
Yeah, I have one Breath of the Dragon left.
It came in handy,
I didn't use it. I'm sure it did.
I think.
That wasn't sarcasm. I'm sure it did. I
actually.
had this idea that I was gonna do, but then I realized it wouldn't work, so I'm not even gonna
Say it, you never know.
try it. I was going to consider seeing if I can get to the opening of the room where the other were-rats are.
This
Put
one
the
over here.
powdered silver. Yeah, put the powdered silver in my mouth and use my last Breath of the Dragon with it. like combine it with whatever. So like I'm shooting the breath out, but it has the extra silver powder added to it.
I mean,
Then I was, but the reason I say I don't think it would work is you have to inhale to technically is what the character is doing. So it's like I'm gonna end up inhaling some of that powdered
if
silver.
we're talking about it like that, you could inhale, put it in your mouth, breathe it out.
True, yeah.
Oh,
But-
you could just
Yeah.
hold it out in front of your mouth with your hand and just go.
Your your situational awareness might need to be looked at first. You are currently in melee
that's right.
range with this one here. You've got a bit of a distance, and you'd have to wander through these guys to do it. You probably could do it, but this guy's your biggest threat at the moment because he'd get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh yeah, that
But
was
it's-
another reason I was like, I need to deal with my current situation. I was thinking too far
Risk
ahead.
reward, risk reward, risk versus reward.
I'll deal with the melee guy first. I need. Does it take an action to equip my silver dagger?
You already have because we were using it last time. Although you hadn't
okay.
you hadn't actually marked it off as silver, it was just coming up as a normal dagger. But I think I've edited that now.
I see that here. Okay, so since it's equipped, I will go. I'll attack the closest guy to me. Enemy.
So Don John looks around as you're like, "Oh!" Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll roll to hit then. That is a 17.
That's a hit.
Stop it.
And roll for damage. Oh, 6.
6 points of damage. 6 points of damage. So yeah, you get another stabby. Open up another wound on it, and it's just bleeding out. And you know they're not used to dealing with this. You can see it's starting to look a little bit panicked. Very beaten up. It's not very well. And it's wondering what to do. Okay, so. And now we're back to the little rats. This one's gonna carry on running away. Whee! 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 But not very fast because it's like limping from many wounds in its back legs. And now it's
chase after it.
We don't need to chase after one rat.
her turn.
It'd be fun,
Leave it
though.
be. Leave it be.
I just transform
Don't
into a
bleed
cat.
out.
I just transform into a cat and start chasing it.
No, you don't.
It'll
She's,
bleed out.
Okay. So, boss rat, she's like, eyes darting around. See, you've just taken two of her clan down. Shouts at these guys, take them out. I'm just gonna get help, and darts off over here and through this door.
Amazing leadership.
It's like a video game boss.
Scope of mine.
You had a plan, and
Yeah.
they just look around in a brief second. Boss, what? Boss. Don John's turn. Don John is going to disengage and move back this way and just hide in the corner and get his sling out ready. So I'm a little beat up over here. I could probably manage, but I think it's probably best if you guys handle it for now. And now we're back on Gioa. Gioa.
Okay. I have an idea for something that I could do.
Derby.
So, I just want to try and
This could
shout-
be anything.
I just want to try and shout over to the rest of the were-rats. to
What?
just say-
Those two and those two?
I just want to kind of shout to any of the were-rats. Your leader is obviously willing to sacrifice you You should revolt against her.
Hey, that's a good plan, actually. I like it.
Make
I like that.
a persuasion check.
That's an 18.
Yeah, come on. That's gotta succeed.
Does it now?
Don't say anything.
Does it now?
Right, now it's not gonna work.
you just
This
can't
is
help
just
it,
me
can you?
wishful
You just
thinking.
can't.
Come on.
That's
this is
not
me
thinking.
trying to-
That's not thinking. That you failed your persuasion check. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sergio. Silence. Silence. They kill you. Yeah, I mean, it's not their turn, so you don't know what's going to happen until it gets to their turn. But you can see they're looking, they're darting, their eyes are going from where she's gone to where you guys are, to the dead bodies on the floor, to the tornado that's blowing in from the south. Has somebody put a kettle on?
You're probably hearing my fan.
Okay, you've got one. Good. Can I have some? So yeah, they look undecided currently, but it's not their turn. It's Carlton's turn. Oops.
Right,
Spun that one
so,
over. There's the tornado from the south.
Carlton's going to. Oh, did you not? Oh, I see. You didn't actually do any action. So Carlton's gonna
Oh yeah,
say,
actually, yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to do? Because that was kind of your bonus. No, it's a fair point. I didn't ask him if he'd finished his turn.
No, I'm good.
You good? I mean, you've got a full action if you wanted to. Drop.
Actually, who's around me?
Who's around you? Carlton's in front of you, looking fairly beat up. Harrison's next to you, looking a little bit better. We don't talk too much about hit points because let's just see if it's updated itself.
I am currently on 11.
All right, we do talk about hit points then. So, but the thing I said was ignored.
And I know Harrison's on at least 10.
Carlton's
Just trying to help.
right. Carlton is muted until it's his turn. Yeah, Carlton is fairly beat up. Let's go with Harrison's looking a bit bloodied. Is that the correct terminology?
Yeah.
You've got a slight cut under your chin. Gio.
No, I've got a slight bruise because I took damage from Evelyn kicking me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Evelyn's Evelyn's a bit beat up round the corner, but you don't really know what's going on back there. And Don John's kind of bleeding from a load of rat nips in the corner there. So Carlton's the one that looks like it could do with the most help.
But could I get over to Don John without the... So are we...
You're not in combat with anything because between Carlton and Harrison, they've been dispatched.
So could I just go over to Don John and just heal him?
You could, if you wanted to.
I mean, like... He's been bitten
You could also
15
help
times.
Evelyn.
Yeah, but he can't see Evelyn.
At the moment.
He doesn't see Evelyn. He's just got Don John behind him. Evelyn's around the corner there.
Yeah.
Can you use Cure Wounds on yourself?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
You can just cast it and then slap yourself.
Of course you can.
I wasn't sure, because I know some spells are weird like that.
No, it's whoever you touch.
Yeah.
So if you want to touch yourself, yeah, you can. Touch yourself and make yourself feel better. It's absolutely fine.
God.
Clipping that.
Please stop.
So yes, what are you gonna do? Go.
I'm just gonna run over to Don John and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Leave the tank to bleed out.
6 health.
6 health back to Don John. Okie dokie. Yeah, it
He's
looks a
more
bit.
beat up than Carlton.
He's more squishy than Carlton.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, if we're going technically, he's exactly the same amount of beat up as Carlton. How much was it? 6. He's not anymore. Okay, that's cool. Right. Yeah, it was exactly the same amount of beat up as Carlton. I know we're not talking numbers, but that didn't talk numbers. Right, so is that your go? Are we back onto Carlton now?
Yeah.
Carlton with the 3 initiative. Best thing for a tank.
Right, I say. So Carlton says to. Oh God, you had to clip that, didn't you?
It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done.
Oh no.
Who wouldn't?
We go
Right.
away on Sunday at 3 a.m. I ain't gonna have time to edit that. I'm at work tomorrow.
Oh no. Right. Okay. Back on track. Carlton says to the 2 were-rats in front of him, "Give up yet?"
Is that it?
Well, that's the first thing I do.
Are you asking a question or are you intimidating them?
I am intimidating them.
Check it. Make an intimidation check.
20.
Ooh.
Not nat 20. 18 plus 2.
Yeah, the expression on their face just changes to one of confusion to one of more fear.
Okay.
Okay. So does that mean they surrender?
It's not their turn.
Yeah, they've still got to revolt yet.
No, we're still going.
Okay.
If they decide to.
I mean, they just
Alright.
get to have a reaction to you. They don't get to have a full action yet. You have to wait until their turn to see.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, Carlton is going to
Tony.
first. Carlton is going to use lay on hands and heal himself.
Smart.
Let's see, 10 hit points. So
Very
I've got
smart.
5 left.
Yep.
And then I'm going to.
And you thought you were in a bad
Carlton's
way,
going to move-
do you know?
Yeah, I did. I was ready to let them take me prisoner. Then Carlton's going to move up to the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Halberd ready. But is not going to make. Well, I've used my action now anyway, so I can't.
Yeah, so
But he's going to move up to. He's going to move up to like 5 feet away from the 2 in front of the table.
within melee
Halberd ready.
or just one block?
Within
Halberd
no,
melee.
Actually, 10 feet.
Yeah,
away,
so-
because that's halberd range.
There, basically, yeah. So you're not
Looking intimidating.
contact to contact. You're there, so yeah, you're out of their melee range, but
Yeah.
you're in your melee range. Yeah, basically.
Yes, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. So you advance threateningly while saying, "Give up! Are you guys thirsty for more?" I'm surprised you didn't lead with that. So yeah, right. Harrison, your go. The pirate in the party.
So he's not within 5 feet of them then, so that negates one of my moves.
No, but there is other stuff going on around the corner, which you don't
Yeah,
know
I was
if.
Can I get, with my movement, can I possibly get towards that one that's in front of Evelyn?
Yeah, you can run along there and then just squeeze past Malketh to here. I mean, if you wanted to, you could get round the back of it, so you could be flanking it, but
That's
obviously you'd present your back to the other one, so to speak. Yeah, but you can, have a little bit of movement at the end to turn around and face it if you needed to.
Right, so with fancy footwork, then the short
Yep.
sword.
Mm-hmm. So that'd be 5, 10, 15,
That's 10.
25. Yeah, that should be with advantage. Don't forget.
Oh, with advantage.
That's why you went round the back to flank it.
Oh, better.
I'm going to say it's a
21.
good job, really, because the 10 missed.
Hey.
21. So yes, that is a hit. So you run past, squeeze past Malketh, sneak around the back, stab it in the back once, doing a
For
good
10
amount of damage, and it just crumples. Yeah, you stab it and you just catch it right, and Evelyn sees the sword appear through its throat, and it just slides off the sword. Dead. At your feet. So how do you want to finish your turn?
Well, I've got no, but what I'll do is back up then towards Evelyn
Mm-hmm.
and turn round to face the other one if I've
Yeah.
got any movement left.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, so you're out of melee range with the other one, but you're facing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, where do you come from?
That's it then.
Okay, so now it's the turn of the were-rats. Right, these two, seeing you, Carlton, hearing you, Carlton, seeing what their boss did, seeing what between you all did, they just drop the weapons. Hands up.
Good choice.
Nah, mate, nah. It's too good. Nah. We're not. Nah, you go. We'll leave. We're fine. We'll go somewhere else.
Good choice.
This
Carlton says
does nothing because Carlton's. Go on.
No, it's not.
No,
his
you
turn,
can.
so it's
No,
not.
you can have a reaction towards that. That's fine.
All right. So Carlton says, "Well, I don't." Carlton says, "No, I wanna. You stay right there, and you wait for my friends."
No, we'll go. We're fine. We'll leave. We don't want any more trouble. We'll go.
Can
And
I see this?
you are.
Can I see this?
If you're there looking down here, then yeah. And they just drop the weapons and just bolt out of this door.
Oh, come back here.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
I mean, you would against one of them, yes.
What?
You would against one of them.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what? No, I'm not going to because I was the one that said we should call a truce, so I'm not going to do that. Carlton wouldn't do that. He would just let them go. So
Yeah, you just see them absolutely bolt for it. They're not doing anything else but running.
Bye.
The one over here heard some shouting and some sounds and stuff. Don't really know what's going on, but he sees the odds are stacked against him, and he's just backing away. But he's gonna. It's more of a considered retreat, and he's just gonna launch a crossbow bolt at Harrison, and that is a 16.
That's a 16 is my armor class.
Okay, so that's a hit, and that does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Max damage. But yeah, and then it launches a bolt, and then it backs away through the door. Still within eye shot. You can probably still see it in there. I would say from where you were. Right, so that brings us to. No, it doesn't bring us to that.
Well,
Well,
Sorry, that
nothing.
was
Well,
my throat.
nothing. It's Evelyn's turn.
Right, I'm
Stop
gonna use
headbutting the
Cure
bloody mic.
Wounds on Harrison.
Okay. Change of plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
he's right.
is-
He's right there in front of
Oh,
you.
nah.
That's nice.
oh, Thank you.
Maximum healing. So yeah, you just reach out, touch Harrison on the back, and a feeling of warmth and yeah, just niceness spreads through you as your wounds start to close, and the bolt that was in you just sort of pushes out.
Can cure wounds heal mental damage?
I mean,
We hope so.
You just like cast cure wounds on someone and then they feel happy.
no, it's more of a physical thing. Is cure wounds.
That'll be more of a
Therapy,
charm, I think.
therapy, however, might work in that way.
No,
Therapeutic cure wounds.
I won't say will. I'll say it might work.
Therapeutic cure wounds.
Yeah. Curing through therapy. That might be a spell that we can work on. So yeah.
Homebrew spell.
Yeah, homebrew spell.
Yeah, that's a homebrew
Cure
spell.
wounds.
Yeah.
Yours with the power of 5 years worth of therapy.
Anything else from Evelyn this turn? How is it so warm in here tonight?
I'm going to move around to where, like, Carlton is, like, start moving around that way.
Okay.
Seeing that the rats have backed off.
Well, I mean, you didn't know that, but you do now because you're around there. So
Oh, no, I meant the one that, like, was on
Oh,
outside.
right, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about the other ones.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're basically just stood behind Carlton now.
Right,
Is
that's
that it?
me finished.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Malketh, what do you want to do?
If I heard right, are all the enemies gone now?
No, you've still got that one through the door.
Oh,
Big
okay.
rat.
Boss lady ran off to the east. These two ran off
Okay.
to the west.
I guess I'll just move to as close to Carlton as I can get.
Okay. It's you. You're a monk.
Kinda.
You can get right up to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Glorious, I have only clothes on, no armor.
So rat's turn. This one is still stumbling away, but we'll just move it in there for now, depending on what you guys do afterwards. So the little rat's still crawling away, leaving a bloody trail along the floor as it does so.
I swear that thing's got.
Don John's like, thank you, young man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did we win? Are they all running, turntail and fleeing like the little cowardly rats that they are? Well, that's good. That's good. I think we need to check out the rest of this place, though, just to make sure there's nothing else here.
We should rest up first, though.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
So is that the end of the combat?
It's your turn. Gioa, your turn. No, you still got this dude here. And-
How close can I get to him?
I mean, you're over there. So 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get to here within like 10 feet.
Can I just say, don't go, don't go. Do you want to come and help us look around and we won't kill you?
I
Persuasion check
wish
with
I had actually thought of it.
disadvantage.
So persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a 6.
Yeah.
Never mind, I rolled a 3. I rolled a natural 1 after I rolled
Yeah.
4.
It's just it's pointing its crossbow at you, and it's just like shaking. No. Stay away.
So is that my bonus action?
Evening's all.
Hi, Zool.
Yeah, that was your bonus. We'll go with that was your bonus. A bit of chatting as a bonus,
Now can I just use my sling?
if you want to.
Cool.
Is your sling silvered?
Yes.
Yeah, his
That's
bullets
18
are.
hit.
Okay.
So what are you using it at? You're just using it at the moment. You're swinging a sling around your head, and you manage to hit whatever it is that you.
The were-rat,
Okay, right. You release, and it hits the were at.
and it does 3 damage.
3 points of damage. Okay, so that's all of them now you've damaged, because that was the only undamaged one there.
See that?
That one's
Let
dead.
that be a lesson to you.
Yeah, you just clip it on the side of its ear, and you just see this bullet-sized hole from the sling just. So it pierced its ear, basically. as it passed straight through. So yeah,
Let that be a
bares its teeth and keeps on backing away from you. Right, Harrison.
Excuse me.
See,
You missed me.
Harrison,
It's
you
my
need
turn now.
Harris. All right, Mr. Demanding. Harrison, you didn't let me finish. You just butted in there. I was going to say, Harrison, your turn is next after Carlton. I mean, if you just let me finish, come on. Harrison, prepare for what you're going to do when Carlton's done what Carlton's going to do.
Okay, Carlton is going to. So the two that I scared off dropped their weapons and ran.
Yep.
So Carlton is going to dash
Ooh.
to where Gioa and where the one nearer the one that still has its crossbow in its hand.
Hello.
The one that you can't see around that corner.
Right, yeah, so Carlton's basically going to go round and join the two
So-
members of the party that he is not currently near.
Well recovered. Well done. So that's your movement, and then you're going to dash to join them. 10, 15, 20,
Yeah,
25,
and
30.
then
So you're just through this door here.
Carlton's going to say to shout to the where at, drop your crossbow or else.
So now that you see what's going on in here, and now that you see that this wereat is backing away, not that you knew that beforehand anyway, you're going to intimidate it. Is that what you're saying?
But
Okay.
I saw it with its crossbow, and then I say drop your crossbow or else.
I mean, I know you'd already planned that before you saw it, but we'll work it in so that that's what you did. So roll for intimidation.
Love how we've just like swapped sides.
15.
Okay, yeah. Now it sees you there. You know, blood glistening off your chainmail, blooded halberd dripping with, one can only assume, its friends in your hand, just striding towards it. Yeah, it looks visibly scared.
I just realised we're being really mean to these guys.
I mean, do you think you've got good
Started it.
being really mean to them? What, you mean the guys that you've killed or the guys that you've not killed?
The guys that we haven't killed.
How is that being more mean to them than the ones that you've already killed?
We killed.
Guys we killed were really nice too, with polite.
No, because killing them gives them the sweet release of death instead of being scared of us. So the first one to die didn't have the chance to be scared, so he didn't have the chance to be tortured.
This is not my
And
child.
then we would have died.
Yeah, but
This-
now we're
this-
just being really mean.
This child is creepy. This is not my
We're
child.
saving ourselves. And I'm saving you. And I'm saving you by telling it to drop its weapon. It was gonna take a pot shot at you as it was running.
They're running away.
Who says it's not still? Anyway, that's your turn. Harrison, you're up.
can I see it from where I am?
I mean, you can kind of gather what's going on. You can't exactly see it because of the angle of the wall and the door and things. It
Right,
backed away a
well,
bit
well,
extra so you couldn't all see it.
I'll move up, but not in melee range.
Okay, so you push your way past Carlton and Gioa, so you're just looking at it through the door. Yeah.
Now take a pot shot at it with my crossbow.
Okay. I mean,
17?
it's a hit.
Oh, it isn't silvered. The crossbow is silvered.
No, that's 6.
Okay, so yeah, the bolt just bounces off it, hits into its armor, and just doesn't seem to take purchase, and just falls down. But you know, it's the fact that you're actually still chasing and trying to do it. It's looking visibly shaken
Can I just
right
say
now.
to Harrison as a reaction, good job.
Yes.
Good effort.
That's your reaction used. So now it charges towards Gyo. So yeah, with that, it's just bucking it out of there, keeping hold of its weapons, but it's whoosh, turning tail and just running, dashing away like the dashing little dasher that it is.
Wait, Santa's reindeer.
Yeah, but it's just whoosh, straight through this room, and you can't see where it's gone.
Oh, I really want to chase after it.
I mean, it's entirely up to you guys.
I want to just go and chase after it.
No.
Why?
We are too. We need to rest.
Okay, so
Where are we gonna rest?
there are no
On the tables?
there are no visible enemies currently. What do you want to do?
Okay, so Carlton is going to head to where the two rats that he intimidated near the table dropped their weapons and is going to take them.
It was 2-hand crossbows. That's what they had in their hands at the time.
So Carlton's going to take one, and the other one I'm going to offer to to any of the others. Anyone want a hand crossbow?
I don't know how to use it.
I've already got one.
Don
Which
John?
damage does it do?
I'm good.
Does Don
I'm
John
good.
want a hand crossbow?
Yeah, I'm good. I got my sling. I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, we'd still. I still think that we should. All right. In that case, is it made of wood? Right.
Yes, wood and the usual stuff. Crossbows are made of with a couple of metal attachments, etc., etc.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I take it to Giara and say, Giara,
Yes.
fancy burning this?
Happily.
Okay.
Can I just hold it and then
Produce
cast produce
flames.
flames? So I just hold it and then the flames just burst out of my hand.
I mean, you can do, but
There
then
is a
you'd be
reason
holding
why
a
I'm
burning
doing this, by the
crossbow.
way. I'm
Oh yeah. that's
I'm
fine.
making sure that they can't pick up their weapons again. There is a reason why I'm doing
Put it on the
this.
floor.
Yeah. But could I just put it on the floor and then just shoot flames at it?
Yeah,
So I just kind of place it on the floor and shoot fire at it.
yeah. You just it doesn't instantly catch, but eventually you shoot enough flames at it that it renders itself unusable as a weapon.
I love burning things.
And Carlton has himself a hand crossbow now, which is cool.
Cool. You're not got any ammo for it, but you got a hand crossbow.
No, I'll get ammo for it another time. Right, so I think we should.
I doubt it. Sorry, I'll stop.
I think we should
Probably won't, but
I think we should go out of the mine, outside, and take a long rest out of there. Because-
When was the last time you took a long rest? Less than 24 hours ago.
Was it?
Short rest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the mine itself is only 15 miles away from the town, so it's only taking you about some amount of hours.
Could I just
3,
light some
5, with 6 hours with the encounter with the dragon, roughly. Well, no, 5.5 hours to get there altogether. So you're talking early afternoon time from when you woke up at the inn, had your breakfast, set off. So you've probably got a little bit more time yet, a good few hours before you can
Alright.
take a long rest.
Short rest, 2 hours.
In that case, we should definitely short rest then.
Yeah, could I just light some incense?
Do you have some incense?
Yeah. So it's
Yes.
right here that I have.
How many?
All right, well,
3.
Carlton's
Yeah,
gonna
if you
take
wanna,
a short rest then.
if you wanna, right, make a note of how many hit dice, if you're using any or not, or if you're just taking a standard short rest.
I'm just gonna use 1 stick of incense.
So what are you gonna?
Hang on. If you take a standard, does that recover any HP, or does it only recover HP if you use a hit dice?
Only recovers HP if you use a hit dice during a short rest.
Right. So.
And you have
in
1
that
hit
case-
die per level.
Okay, in that case, Carlton's gonna use 2 of them.
Okay. Where'd you
2
mark them
out
on your
of 3.
Where'd you mark them on your character sheet?
On the short
If you
rest,
Oh right, okay, cool.
at the top, short rest, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I've got back
roll.
my wall check now as well.
And Carlton is on full HP, yay.
GG.
As we're all
Oh, we got
this,
2.
I'll be right back.
Be
Don't
right
recover any
back.
spell slots, do we?
It depends on your class.
Well, I don't think paladins.
If it
do.
doesn't say, then no. I think he's going for a P break. You're using how many?
We're taking.
You're using 1 here. Nice.
So this
You-
is a short rest, right?
Short
Hit
rest, yeah.
die then.
You what?
I can never find my hit die. Where is it?
It tells you when you click short rest.
Oh, well, I didn't get anything back then, any hit points back.
No, you have to roll for it. It just tells you how many you end up using. You just click it, how many you're using, and it tells you what
Oh.
you roll.
D8 plus.
2,
I get to
which
it.
is your constitution. Don't forget to add your constitution bonuses to this. To your what you recover using your hit die.
So my short rest says I have a total of 3 for hit die.
Yep, because you're level 3, so you can use anywhere up to 3 of them, and you
Oh,
Does
recover.
anyone,
Does anyone what?
does anyone recover any spell slots?
I get back
Don't
my
know.
my regular breath weapon, but I don't get my breath of the dragon back.
I don't know on Gioa. Oh, I think Gioa might be meditating.
Oh, and I got my
No,
key point
natural.
back that I used
Oh
earlier.
no, it's natural recovery. 1 per long rest during a short rest. Well, that makes no sense. You choose expended spell
breath
slots to
weapon.
cover.
Right.
Oh, right.
It
Once
just-
per. No, I get what it means. Once per long rest. So you can only do this for Gioa one time per long rest in between. During a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level of up to 2, and none of the slots can be 6th level or higher. So Gioa can use his natural recovery to either recover a level 2 spell slot or 2 level 1 spell slots. But I'll let him choose that when he comes back from
I am.
his short break, what he's doing right now.
So, I was curious. I since I've already chose my monk path, like Way of the Ascendant Dragon, I figured, hey, I'll go look at what other paths I missed out on. I could have had a path that allowed me to do healing.
Oh, well, sucks to be you then.
Well, yeah, to be fair though, you know, Carlton can heal and so can Gioa, so it's not a terrible thing that, you know.
Yeah,
So
it
can
was,
everyone.
it was called Way of Mercy, and I level
So
3
can Evelyn.
Hands of Healing.
So can Evelyn.
And I
But-
think Felmore can as well.
No.
But, I don't know if
no.
Malketh will survive long enough to see level 11, but if I had chose Way of Mercy, I get a thing called Flurry of Healing and Harm.
What you do with your Way of the Ascendant Dragon?
Let me double check.
Because if you don't, then don't worry about it.
Oh, I know. No.
Okay.
Ascendant Dragon and I get wings at level 6.
Short rest.
Nice.
Are you using your natural recovery to recover any of your spell slots?
This adventure is
in your
roughly takes us up to level 6, so I know that much.
Natural recovery.
Yeah, at level 6 I get, if I use Step of the Wind, I can unfurl spectral dragon wings. And well, as long as they exist, I have flying speed equal to my walking, meaning I could go over
recover
gaps
2 level 1s
and such.
or 1 level 2.
Nice.
Okay.
As long as it lasts.
Why?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
So, during the short rest, Carlton is very much out of breath and exclaiming that, I can't believe we survived that.
So what are you all doing during your short rest apart from, recovering? Are you all sitting in that room where
I'm just sat on it.
You invaded?
Sat on top of a table with my one stick of incense, just doing this.
Okay.
Carlton's just laying down on the floor and just.
I'll just have a look around the room, see if I can find anything interesting.
Okay.
Don't know what I'm gonna do.
Make an investigation check, Granimus.
I really need to rest for spells or anything. 18?
18.
Oh,
That's a fairly decent roll there, isn't it? So, I have to actually look at the stuff that's written down now when we finish that combat quicker than I expected. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to not have it as a hack and slash fest. I'm trying to, let you work with stuff. I know you like the hack and slash fest because you're a video gamer by nature, but trying to get a mix of the combat side of things and the more role-playing side of things as well.
I mean, both are fun.
Yeah.
So, right. Yeah, you have a good search around the den. As you realise, it kind of is now. There's pickaxes, shovels, mining tools, all sorts of associated paraphernalia with it being a mine, obviously. There's dead were-rats. So there are crossbow bolts. You find a good few of them. There's about 20 crossbow bolts between them all. The ones that were in pieces on the floor. But also...
Shelter, DJ. Carlton is not the drunk. Harrison's the drunk.
Yeah, Carlton's teetotal paladin.
Yeah.
Harrison's the happy-go-lucky drunk pirate.
And I'm the child.
Yes, we know you're a child. You're not allowed to say anything. You're meditating. But yeah, as you're searching around this cave, you find 2 sacks hidden under a load of debris just underneath the table there. One sack contains 10 fist-size, so quite big, chunks of gold ore.
That was sell for a lot.
So 10 chunks of gold ore. Don John wanders over. Hey, that's not bad find there you got. I reckon. He picks one of them up. He's like, yeah, that's just sort of surveys it for a minute or two. He's like, yep, I reckon that's about 10 gold per chunk you got there. And then in the other sack, there's a load of coins. In total, you got 82 silver and 450 copper.
Alright, so
and
we're going to divide that up between us.
Buried within all the coins, you also pull out a pair of goggles.
Okay. So I guess we have to identify the goggles.
I mean, they might just be basic goggles. You don't know.
Could I try and put them on? Or am I still meditating?
You're still meditating.
Oh.
I'll warn you now.
Put on unknown goggles.
Has
He
it
always
been-
wants to
has
do
it been
everything
an hour?
first before anybody.
Has it been an hour or not really?
Yeah, I'll try the.
I mean that's not
Yeah,
taken
yeah.
an hour to discover those. You gonna try the goggles on?
Yep.
You go blind.
Thought you were serious for a second.
I mean, it would be fun, wouldn't it? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It would.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
We do not need the drunken pirate blind, thank you.
I mean,
Blind drink.
so yeah, everything kind of goes a little bit weird. It kind of goes a little bit grey around, but quite bright at the same time. So it's a lot brighter than it was looking around the room. But it's the kind of the color kind of dissipates as well. So it's really bright, but all the color sort of fades away.
DM, are you okay?
It's
Yeah,
got
just-
elf vision.
I just had a bit of a frog in my throat. That's all.
Okay.
So make an intelligence check, Granny.
Intelligence.
We'll get around it. We'll get around it this way. I know it's quite low, but you know.
8.
Yeah, you're not quite sure. You think you might know what they are, but you're not quite sure.
I have.
You've got an idea just from putting them on, but yeah, you're not 100% sure.
Might be a pair of socks.
Unlike Evelyn, you do realise that they are in fact goggles and not socks. So yes. So that is the thing. Okay. Anything else?
No, there's not a lot I can do because I don't need to recover any spells or
So you
anything.
just want to wait out the hour?
Yeah.
Is anybody, you know? I'll make a
don't know.
perception. I'll make a perception check for me, except for Gioa, because he's too entranced in whatever he's doing.
Oh, everyone? Okay.
Yeah.
I
That
will
is
roll.
6.
Where's mine? There it is. I rolled.
Three.
I would like to know what I rolled. Program. Give me a sec.
12.
Oh, okay.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, you don't seem to notice anything.
Okay.
You don't know
was like-
what just happened.
Wait, what?
What did you say?
I said you don't know what just happened. And that's it, right? What do you want to do?
Oh no.
Oh, I love
Okay,
being a
which
mind-bending
way-
DM.
So
I hate you so
that
much.
we are. Which way can we go from here?
Okay, so in this room itself, there are 4 ways to go. There's the door and the tunnel that you came through in the first place. The door is now
Yeah.
wide open, leading to the north. There's the
Yeah.
in the top corner of the room. There's sort of a wide passage, which leads northeast. That's the one that the
Oh, I'm an idiot.
supposed leader of the gang disappeared out of. There's one in the southeast corner of the room, and there's one in the southwest corner of the room as well. But you figure, because when you first went into the room, some of them split off and disappeared and came round to the side. You figure that all sort of leads back to where the room that you came through to start with.
Okay.
But as you
So-
wandered through the tunnel to get here, there was also another tunnel that headed to the north that you went past
Yeah.
in the first instance.
I forgot to roll
I-
my D8 for hit points.
I think that we
There's no
should
save point in
go
this room.
I think we should go where the leader went.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Hit
agree.
point.
Right,
So-
Mr. Chaps, you've all got 254 more copper to add to your total. Because I converted it all to copper to make it easy.
Oh, good lord.
Okay. Done.
did that
Right, so, unless
Does
there
that
are
do
any...
what? How much was it again?
254
copper.
Copper?
copper. Yeah,
Okay,
254
see?
copper.
I've
Unless
still
there
got
are...
10 door on me.
Unless there are any... Oh, by the way, has Don John recovered some HP from the short rest as well?
Should we go with the yes? Let's go with the yes. Yeah, he just kind of put his foot against the corner and recovered 27 hit points.
Alright, unless there are
Yeah, it's been
any
an hour.
objections, the party heads to where we saw the leader go.
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Where you
yeah,
saw the
exactly.
leader disappear out of, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Because apparently she was going to get help, even though she was lying.
Yeah, she was a bit shifty the way she said she was going to go get help.
Yeah, she was just like, I'm gonna go and get help.
Yeah. Cool. Right. So yeah, you head through. It's kind of an extension on this cave room itself, just a smaller version of a room. It's all sort of tied in, and it leads to another door. You object. Go fishing instead. No. I mean, it's up to them. I can't say yes or no. It's up to these guys.
Fishing now.
You can't go.
Just abandon the quest and go.
You cannot.
Yeah, just
Hey,
go find the nearest pond. Let's go fishing.
You cannot go fishing in the mine. There is no water in the mine.
Goes to find the nearest
Okay.
pond. Let's go fishing.
Carlton stealthily opens the door.
Make a stealth check.
And that's a nat one.
That's a 9.
9. 9.
9.
Granny.
Oh, sorry.
9.
Stealth.
As you open the... No, not you, you muppet. clearly paying attention there. So you walk up to the door. You give it a bit of a push. It doesn't seem to make any noise. You push it a bit further, and it just creaks open. You look through.
What do we see?
You see a room. There is a floating head. No, there's another corridor which sort of winds around slightly to the north a little bit. Well lit, as all the corridors seem to be around here.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
The party heads through the corridor.
My imagination got the best of me. I thought the leader was going to be on this other side just with a flintlock pistol pointing at Carl.
Good evening, Onyx. How are you doing? We're enjoying some lovely D&D right here. Currently exploring the Mountains to Gold Mine in Dragon of Icespire Peak, which is our first session as a group. So, you
First
head
campaign.
through the tunnel. Did that mute me when I did that at all?
Yeah.
I heard you through Little Spark.
Oh, right, typical. So yeah, the corridor eventually splits at a T-junction. So one heads more north and one heads more south. And you can see a few steps on the south one that takes you up a little bit further.
Right. What do you think? North or south?
Can we roll investigation, see if there's any footprints or anything in the ground? Like any dust footprints or
That's a
out.
good plan.
Make a...
Is that a group or an individual one?
Well, I mean, Evelyn's the one that said it. Make a survival check.
Let me do this because
That's like
got
20.
proficiency.
Yeah. You,
And that was a terrible roll again. Yay!
yeah, you were completely shown up by the the 200-year-old elf who, you know, lives in the forests and is used to tracking things, being a ranger and all that.
Wait, Cotton is a half elf, remember?
Yeah, a noisy half-elf paladin that is not that used to tracking things.
So when you said survival, I was gonna offer because I have a +4 to survival, but I'm glad Evelyn did it.
Yeah, to be fair, she didn't have proficiency in it either. So.
Exactly.
Yes,
Like imagine if Evelyn did.
you do see some footprints. They travel to the south. They look from that roll. You can tell that they're not sneaky footprints. They're fit. Are we all right there? Are we rolling lots of dice in a glass jar or something?
Sounds like a baby's rattled to me.
So it's my actual D&D dice.
I thought as much. That's the DM's job, to roll when nobody's doing anything, to freak you all out. So yeah, you see some footprints. They head in a particular direction.
I mean, that's obvious. They do.
Yeah, they look fairly deep, as if they were not tried to be hidden. That was good English. I'm glad I passed. They head to the south. They're quite deep, and from that roll, yeah, they've not tried to hide them. They've been made in a rush.
Right, so we know which way to go.
Well, you think you do.
We think we know which way to go, if we want to follow the
Trap.
footsteps. But we can check for traps, so...
Can I just try and find a rock? Throw it down the corridor.
Yes.
Cool. I
I guess.
want to just pick up a rock and throw it down the corridor and see if anything happens.
All right. What was that in chat? Found a video talking about a person, D&D character OC showing up on Critical Role. Some kind of fiasco is going. I won't worry about it. If it's one of the latest Critical Roles, I don't know.
It's.
Is
a
it the
lot of
Exandria
fudge.
one?
A gem character.
A gem character. Cool.
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in the Tales of Exandria one?
Yeah.
Their latest one. I ain't seen any of them yet, to be fair. I'm still on 72 of
Well,
the
going
second campaign.
Long story short, a person made a D&D OC character, and they're trying to blackmail and sue Critical Role because they have a similar character.
Oh, okay.
That's what it boils down to.
Right, okay.
The blackmail part was blackmailing them to try and get her onto the show, and suing because they said no. That to super simplify it.
Yeah, it sounds dodgy as heck. But yeah. Anyway,
It
so
sounds like someone's butt hurts.
possibly. But I don't know the situation, so I can't really comment on it.
Nah.
Seems similar.
Right.
So yes,
I was just
footprints
trying
head
to click
south.
that was good English, and I failed. So what just happened?
The footprints look as if they've been made in a rush. They head to the south, down the south
All right.
turn of the tunnel.
Okay.
But yeah, what happens when I throw
So-
the rock down the corridor?
Oh, when you threw a rock down the corridor, the rock rattles along the floor.
Oh, okay, well, nothing happens then.
All right. So I guess we should head where the footprints are.
Yep.
Sounds
Which
good to
we
me.
do. The party heads south.
So the party
no.
heads south. No, I'm just laughing at the party. Do as I say.
Well, at least two.
I asked before
I know, it just
I said that.
it just amuses me. That's all. It just
My
amuses me.
charisma here is totally wasted. So.
So yeah, you wander down. I'm guessing Carlton in the lead,
Yeah.
not Harrison, to open into doors and drunkenly wander through. So yeah, you trudge up the steps, following the footprints, and you come to sort of a more open area, about 10 foot wide all around. There's another corridor that branches off to the east, and then one which leads north, and there's another door which leads you to the north.
Can we see
So
if the
say that again.
footprints
It's an
there?
open area and doors where?
Yeah, it's like basically a wider bit of corridor. There's a corridor which leads to the east, and then one which leads to the north, but there's a door just blocking the way on the one which leads north.
Right. I'd like to make a survival check to see if we can still see the footprints.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Yes, you do still see the footprints.
Which way?
They're just there, right on the floor. They lead off to the east.
Okay, I would like to throw
Okay.
another rock down the corridor.
It bounces down the corridor.
Cool.
Okay, well, I guess we're still following the footprints unless there are any objections.
I throw another rock down the corridor.
Alright.
Can
Awkward
we check
silence
the
means
room?
you...
Yeah, we should.
Oh yeah,
check
that's
the
good.
room.
Yeah, who says
it-
the
yeah,
room? No, check the room.
Okay, yeah,
I'd
good
like to
idea.
look around for anything valuable.
It's just a
I'd like
wide
to roll
corridor.
anything.
So this is a corridor.
Alright,
It's just a
fine.
wide corridor with lanterns hanging from the roof.
Can I take a
Oh.
lantern?
Alright.
Yeah,
Party
So it's-
heads
Or am I too short?
east, where the foot...
it's about 8 foot high.
Yeah, I'm way too short. Can I just cast produce flames at the roof and try and get a lantern down?
You can certainly
God.
try.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna do this.
This is where we all
What
band
should I
today.
roll today?
Yeah, I was gonna
Please.
say, if it's an oil lamp.
Roll to hit.
Oh god.
That's
Go
eight.
get
Eight.
oil
So, yeah,
fire
you-
raining down on us.
You try and throw it, but you miss and you just hit the roof. It sort of passes by the side of it, but yeah, you didn't hit it, unfortunately.
Alright. The party heads east, following the footprints.
What's Gioa doing? Is Gioa still trying to knock this lantern down, or...?
I just knocked over my dice tower.
That's cool. What are you doing? Are you going with the party, or are you staying and playing with lanterns?
I'm going with the party.
Okay, so about 10-15 feet further on, you come to another branch in the tunnel. Head south, and there's a door right in front of you, which heads to the east.
Okay, where do the footprints go? I'd like to check.
Feel free.
Roll for survival.
Yeah.
9.
You thought you could see where they were, but it's a bit more rocky in this part of the tunnel. So as they come towards the branch, the footprints, you can't really see where they are now, because all the dust and things is sort of deep within the actual bits of rock. So you're not quite sure.
Can I try and have a go?
I mean, you can
I was gonna
try.
say if I could try.
I got a 19.
19. It's still a bit. You're still not quite sure, especially as Carlton's been wandering around, trampling, trying to see what he could see. Anything that might have been there, it's been trampled by other people's footprints now.
Disc.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Can
you've
I
got.
do
So-
rocks and throw them down each corridor?
I mean, one hits the door, and one
But, okay.
goes down the corridor.
Question. What race is the leader again? Is she also a rat?
Yes. I know you weren't here, so I'll let you off on that one.
I'm gonna try something.
This
As
could
I
be
am a
anything.
dragonborn, I would it doesn't say anywhere, but I'm gonna assume
Don't use
that
the word
dragonborns have
assume.
a great sense of smell.
Don't use the word assume, because, you know.
Well, it never says, so it's just like, it's a dragon. Dragon, like, technically a dragon. Dragons usually have good sense of smells.
Do they? Does it say that somewhere?
Backed up by the amount of real life dragons that have been tested on.
I'm going based off every fantasy movie and book I've read.
Oh, okay. I've never noticed that they've written that they have a great sense of smell. I've mostly written that they have a great sense of breath. And a great sense of teeth. And a great sense of claw. Okay. So as a shark, it doesn't smell very well.
Apparently,
That's debatable.
Smell well. I mean, it has been proven that the myth that sharks can smell blood from like 10 miles away is false.
They can still
He
smell it from a
watches.
great distance.
Yeah,
That's
you can
not-
still smell it from really far, just not
That's
as
not
far as-
smell, though, is it really?
Actually, it is. It falls under sense of smell.
It's not smell, though, is it? Is it? Is it?
Because they use their olfactory organs.
Anyway, what are you doing?
Anyway, I want to see if I can detect which way they went, because if they're in these mines, they probably stink. And they're rats.
Okay, so check your
What would I
skills.
roll?
Does one of them say, I have an exceptional sense of smell?
Snort the air.
I would assume, not assume, I would say survival would fall under that, because you
I would
use
say-
all your senses
I mean,
in survival.
I would say you are wrong because it's perception, but still, does it say anywhere on your features and traits that you can sense smell? Because if you search for cat,
Oh. Sorry, I had to sound something on my sheet. You know like how
you can smell something. Perception check, please.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can turn into a cat and chase them down. I wonder if they'd actually be scared of me if I turned into a
Correction.
cat.
You can lead us to them, not chase them down on your own.
Anyway, I'm still waiting
Well, I just thought it would be.
On
I thought it'd be a good
a
idea, so.
perception check from Malketh.
Oh, perception. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause you're perceiving the smell.
Okay.
what's the real one?
Even with a bonus.
You can smell lots of things down here. You can smell earth. You can smell burning lanterns. You can smell
Harrison?
alcohol. You can smell.
I just.
Hey, I haven't had a drink for a few hours.
Yeah, but what you drink compared to what other people drink, Yana, it kind of lingers a bit. You can smell each member of the party because none of you has had a bath
Yeah,
or
we haven't
anything
bathed in ages.
in weeks.
Issue with
Yeah.
that at the tavern.
But yeah, next time we're at the tavern/inn, we should probably do that.
Wait, no. I remember in the gnome. How long ago was the gnome cave?
That was like one of your first adventures.
Oh yeah.
If
'cause I
not
remember
the
going-
first
Yeah,
adventure.
Probably weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Outside and inside, probably weeks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like letting a lot of outside knowledge and overthinking, so I thought I could try and pull that off.
Could I turn into a cat and try and single out the smell of a rat?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I just kind of pooped into a cat, and I'm a cat
Okay.
now.
Right. So what stats does have a cat?
Let me see. Wait, don't I keep all
Let's
of
try
my
and
normal
keep-
stats?
Yes, but what stats does have a cat? You possibly might not be able to see. Oh, there we go. See? Keen smell. Oh, look, it's a thing.
Smell.
Trash.
The cat
As
has
going
advantage
up-
on perception checks that rely on smell. Anyone would think I'd know this from watching Critical Role with a cat familiar. Hey, Granny.
How does a cat have 7 charisma?
Because cats are nice. Everybody likes cats.
The cuddly.
A cat will
I like
slice
cats,
your
but I
face
wouldn't
in
say-
half.
So, you've turned into a cat.
Yes, I am a cat now.
Someone
I mean-
pet him.
Make
If
a
cats
perception.
if cats have 17 charisma, then dogs
7
must
charisma.
Have like 20.
Not
Oh,
17,
seven. That makes-
7. Yeah, so do I,
That makes
Anyway.
more sense.
do I do 2 perception and then take the highest?
Yes, advantage on perception check for the cat, whichever stat is higher.
Cat's wisdom is 12 and 9 is 17.
Okay, perception check with advantage.
That one's a 15. And that one's a 22.
So you can smell something a little bit off compared to everything else in here, and it seems to lead you to the door.
Can I just start scratching at the door?
Yes.
Cool, I just start scratching at the door.
Cats don't have dark vision for some reason. Correct. Yeah, seems odd.
Okay, so
Yeah, I learned that
So,
one through
with
Critical Role as well.
so that I guess if the cat Gioa is scratching at the door, that means that it's trying to tell us something, which means that we should head through the door.
Okay.
So
Want me to kick you back into human form?
So Carlton pets Gioa.
Roll to hit.
What?
See if you miss.
rolls a 20, accidentally punches me in the face.
Okay,
Do you
so
actually want me to do that?
no, don't be left.
And then stealthily opens the door.
Make a stealth check, please.
It's a 15.
Okay, so at that point, we'll be back shortly. We're just going to take a quick break.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. We shall see you in a short while. Please enjoy this ad break. Hydrate yourselves. Pee if necessary. I need to go hydrate because I need to take 3 more hydrations. Maybe I'll just cut corners 4 more. Maybe I'll just aim up and hydrate and expel at the same time. Right, you can sod off. I'm gonna make some more buttons like random encounter point spending. Drop a zombie on the party or something. Oh, that'd be quite cool.
That'd actually be really cool.
Trying to narrate that into it.
There's gotta also be some help for party buttons and stuff as well. I mean, you've got to.
Are you again telling me what I've got to do?
No.
Is this what's going on here?
I know you love tormenting us, but you've got
Well, when
to
you tell
also
me
be
what to
nice
do,
us
then
as
yes.
well.
Right,
I'm not telling you, I'm asking.
here we go. Right, we'll be right back. 2 minutes. Or ish.
Right, just gonna I'll be right back, team.
What am I looking at here? What is this thing? Guess I would make Dragon Blind for the power. I wouldn't say insane, but better than a human, for damn for sure. I wasn't trying to argue. I was trying to with anyone either. I was just trying to state that, like, literally in all fantasy I've read, dragons themselves are an apex predator because of their strength, their flight, and their sense of smell. Exactly. But yes, I get it. I'm a dragonborn. I'm not a dragon. I wasn't saying I had the smell, the sense of smell of a dragon. I was just saying something at least partial to it. In D&D, I believe it. Let me double check the history on it. It actually tells me. Something about. Oh god, it's like a whole story. Okay, this is literally what it says here. Her father stood. I love how it's her, by the way. It just starts with her. Her father stood on the first of the 3 stairs that led down from the portal, unmoving. The scales on his face had grown paler around the edges. I don't actually think this tells you the history of it. Never mind. Born of dragons, as their name proclaims, the Dragonborn walk proudly through a world that greets them with fearful incomprehension. Shaped by draconic gods or the dragons themselves, Dragonborn originally hatched from dragon eggs as a unique. Oh, they're literally dragons that just have a humanoid form. Yeah, that's more or less what it is. Apparently, from digging into Dragonborns throughout the history, I guess at one point they did in D&D. I think it seems like the consensus is like when you're making your character, you can kind of decide if they have the tail or not. The wings, because like here it says they lack wings or tail, but I've been seeing a lot of people. Like when I looked up the character the first time, it looks like people kind of ask the DM if it's okay if they have a tail or wings. In my case, I think I said I don't have a tail. It would help. It would help.
There's a character in My Hero Academia where his quirk
is only a tail.
The fox tail. Yeah.
He is qualified as the most normal character out of everyone.
You're still going on about that sense of smell?
What about
Yeah.
Deku?
No, Deku. Deku is a little overpowered now.
Deku was normal, but now is I guess it's a bit over.
Okay,
Then he ate a strand of hair.
Yeah, and who here cares about My Hero Academia spoilers?
Not really.
I've watched the show, so I freaking love it. So
I haven't watched
I'm
it,
caught
but I
up
do
already.
love
I care more about how long we've got left because I think Townie had to disappear at some point a little bit early, maybe.
I'll be alright now, but still.
Okay.
But still, yeah. Because in that case, we've only got about an hour left anyway.
All right.
Is everybody back?
I am.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
I know you are. You've never gone.
Actually, yes.
Granny
No, I'm
back.
here.
Okay.
Is Granny back? No, I'm
I
here.
hear her.
You're not back. Chowder's not back. Okay, so who's opening the door?
Carlton is and got a 15 on the stealth check.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you slowly push open the door. It quietly opens this time. You open it enough to manage to see there's more tunnel leading through. Oops. Still well lit. So still got the lanterns hanging. Pardon me, hanging through. The same as everywhere else. It's quite a narrow corridor. This one.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
just kind of like the rest.
The party heads through the corridor.
We're gonna send the cat first.
Is the rest of the party in concurrence?
I
Before we
think.
go,
I mean,
just want to climb up onto Evelyn's shoulder. Like I
no,
did when I was a
I
rat.
think personally, I think just in case there's an ambush or a surprise attack, I think Carlton should still go at front
Okay.
because
Who's after Carlton?
that would and then Giora, Cat Giora can go behind Carlton.
But I'm going,
Because then
I'm going
because
on Evelyn's shoulder.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's fine with me. That's fine with me.
Cat Giora is quite squishy.
I have 2 health.
Yeah. So we got to do that.
Well, I either
Right.
have 2 health or 1d4. I'm gonna roll the d4, and if it's a 1 or a 2, I'm just going for regular health. Okay, now I have
Where's
4
the
health.
You're still squishy.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
very squishy.
So
And somehow the cat has an AC of 12.
Okay.
well,
So
I guess it's quite
That's pretty
agile,
off
so it counts
That's
as its
3
armor
off
class.
My normal AC.
so you've got Carlton,
Armored cat.
then Evelyn and Gioa.
Yes.
Who's next?
I'll go back.
All right. So Harrison leaves the mine and heads back to the town. Is that what you mean? Oh, you're going at the back, right? Okay.
I'll be
So
in the middle as always.
Carlton, Evelyn and Gioa, Malketh, then Harrison. Okay, so as you're creeping around, are you creeping? Are you just wandering? What are you doing?
Should have thrown a rock
We're
down
just-
again, but I can't.
We're just no, you're not. You're a cat. We're just walking normally.
Okie dokie.
Could I just try and spit through the corridor?
No.
I don't think cat can't really fit too well.
You've got a cat sat on your shoulder, Evelyn, that's just going spitting in
Spitting in the corridor.
in cat form. So yeah. So you walk through the door.
Oh my god.
It's a bit of a windy corridor. This one. It's more of a sort of a tunnel, really. So yeah, you're just walking along. It sort of winds away to the north, and as you get around the first corner, you see some steps that lead up. Carlton, if you just want to make a perception check for me.
Can I try and smell up the stairs?
You can.
That is a
You can certainly
4.
try.
Wow.
My
Can I try and
days.
smell up the stairs?
So yeah, you don't even notice the stairs and you just trip. No, you walk up the stairs, but not everything else seems fairly normal.
Yeah, can I sniff? Up
Yes, I've already said you can do.
I will sniff up the stairs. I am glad this is with advantage. I got a 17.
Okay, so yeah, Carlton's just pottering along, and you're sniffing, and you can smell something kind of on the roof of the cave.
I just let out a very loud meow and look up at the ceiling.
And you see this huge, giant, worm-like thing just clung
God.
to
I
the
just repeatedly go meow, meow,
top of the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
And I would like
Yeah,
everyone to roll for
stops.
initiative, please.
on the stairs.
All roll for initiative.
I rolled a
Hey.
3.
I
Nah.
rolled an 8.
Let me just
Shall we
hastily.
put it in Gilby
eh.
chat?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
Let me just
I
see
got
what I
a
can
16.
do here with this. If I can make
Okay.
this look anything like a tunnely corridor type thing. It's possible. It just might take a little bit of work.
Anyway, how did Carlton not notice that giant worm on the ceiling?
Because Carlton rolled a 4
'Cause
and he
it
wasn't
put an
looking at the
helmet
ceiling.
on over his face, that's why.
Tripped over the steps.
Didn't hear a word of that.
All I heard was because he's got a helmet.
Oh, because he's got a helmet over his face. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
having
mean,
a helmet means you
that-
means you can't see above you.
Right. So
I mean, that kind of does make sense.
okay, so that's that. So it was Carlton, Evelyn with meow. I'm gonna have to use this little doggy thing.
I'm not a dog, I'm a cat.
I know, but I don't have a cat one.
Too bad.
There we go. Alright, cool. I mean, it kind of looks like a tunnel corridor type thing. Yeah, are we going with that?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's fine.
cool. Right, nice one. Then Malketh. Oh, Don Johns are with you as well, of course.
Oh yeah, Don John.
I've got the miniature here for Don John. I mean, it's actually Felmore, but you know, close enough. So there you go.
Everyone
And
just forgets about Don John.
new miniature. Look at this, baby. Look at this, baby.
Oh no, so that's why you're getting it ready to pay.
So this thing is just clinging to the ceiling at the top, just in front of you there.
That's
like that.
terrifying.
It's a demigorgon.
Looks
So we'll
looks
just
like an abyss worm.
we'll just have it like that.
Probably is.
So it's on the ceiling. We'll just have it like that for now.
No, it's
Okay. So what have we got? Initiative wise.
Yay.
I rolled a 3.
Harrison.
It's,
Malketh,
by the
Evelyn,
way,
Carl,
just saying,
you,
it's not actually. I don't think it's actually a demigorgon because demigorgons. If it was Stranger Things, then yes, it would be. But demigorgons in D&D don't look
Yeah,
like
they
that.
look
Well, they
very
did
so.
different.
It's a big worm. You know, like I say, it's a big worm. Attack order. Well, you say that, but that's not getting any numbers with it, so that doesn't help me for my initiative roll, does it?
Okay, hang
let's
on,
have
let
a
me
look.
fix it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. So, Harrison. Harrison's good on the old initiative. So, Harrison, you're up first. What you gonna do? I'm carrying on with these hydrates.
How high is
There we
the
go.
ceiling?
How high is the ceiling?
Yeah.
I don't know if this one's any different, actually. This one might be a little bit different.
Oh my God, Danny.
Was Townie a terrible roll? Or was Townie just terrible
No,
himself?
no, Danny hydrating again.
God damn you, son of a... Mm.
If
I
you
tried
keep
to
doing
remove the
that,
messages, but
if you keep doing that, then the DM might say that a character wheezes on Evelyn's head.
That's not a bad shout, actually. About 8 feet high. It's about the same as the...
that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's about the same as the rest of the tunnels.
Just pees on everyone.
No, it doesn't pee on them, it just vomits on them.
Oh
And
no.
digests it, and
What
digests
was with the Mickey Mouse laugh there?
Out of melee range, so I will use my crossbow.
Yeah, that's fine. You got a nice clear shot over everybody's head, so you don't want to talk to it then.
It's a giant worm.
17 to hit.
I mean, it's probably a hit, but let me just double check.
Walk to a giant worm.
Yes, that is indeed a hit.
That too. Also mean.
6 damage.
Crazy people.
6 damage, yeah. So you just fire at it, loose one shot with a crossbow. It just sticks in its big, fleshy.
Crazy.
It's like a giant cross between a maggot and a centipede and caterpillar type thing.
Oh.
2 great big bulging eyes just staring at you with its mouth full of teeth. Tentacles all around the underneath of the mouth as they're just lashing around. Yeah, and you can see it's kind of working its way through what looks like possibly what's left of a were-rat, maybe.
Oh no, it's eating them.
And as the
Not bad thing.
as the crossbow bolt thunks into it, it just drops what was left of it, and it just splats on the floor.
Oh, that's disgusting. I just
So,
missed in reaction.
Okay, so next up we have somebody that is not Harrison. Let me just get the.
Someone that's not Harrison.
I fixed the thing.
Okay. Next up we've got Malketh.
Alrighty. I don't have a whole lot that I can do in this situation other than my breath weapon, so I'll go with that.
Okay.
Oh, we could throw the cat.
No!
Yeah, that's a good idea. Throw the 12-year-old child that's turned itself into a squishy cat. Yeah, great
Yeah,
idea.
throw the 12-year-old cat into the mouth of a giant worm.
Malketh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna breath weapon.
From where you are?
Well, no. I move in range of it.
Okay. In range. What range do you want to move in?
Any.
Let's just get me in front of the party so that they're not.
Okay, that's fine. That means it's still about 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
You've got more move, so more movement.
You've got more move.
Can I get? I need to get within 15 feet. Am I able to do that?
You're a friggin' monk. Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Get me within
move
15
right up
feet.
to there. Yeah.
Okay. With the regular breath weapon, it needs to do a con save.
Okay, so belching out your noxious fumes of gaseous greenness. Constitution save. Is a 14.
It takes half damage.
Okay, well, you better roll for some damage then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because half of nothing is currently nothing.
God, why is it doing this again? I
Doing
do not
what?
know what that is until it
It's a
doesn't
6.
pop up the number 6. Yeah, it
So
literally
that's-
does not pop up for me.
3 points of damage. So yeah. It looks
Oh,
fine.
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, you're getting some hits in there. Looks like it doesn't care at the moment.
But I wish I had
I'm
like.
looking at the wrong one. There we go.
I wish one of our characters had the ability to makeshift a medieval grenade.
You can
Holy
certainly
hand
try. Right, who's next? Evelyn.
Throws the grenade into the mouth of the worm.
Evelyn, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna push forward. So I'm just around the corner, so I'm actually like in line.
So kind of like here. And obviously you've got, you know,
Yeah, about there-ish.
you got your little cat friend
I got my cat. Yeah.
on your shoulder.
I'm your pet now. I'm your pet cat.
Okay, so you're around the corner.
Right. I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow.
That's fine. Roll for disadvantage
No,
because you got a cat on your
damage.
shoulder.
I rolled the wrong one.
Well, take that if you manage to hit. And you don't. So you lose your arrow. It's a rather large target. It does connect, but it just bounces off its large rubbery flesh, and the arrow just boom, on. You just managed to get a wrong part of it, unfortunately.
It's squidgy.
Yeah, it's squidgy, rubbery, tough, giant.
Squidgy, rubber.
tentacles lashing in front of its mouth,
Tentacles?
with gore and grime just dripping down between its teeth. Fur just dropping off with all the gore and the blood and the stuff from the chewed up were-rat. And yeah, now it's unless you got anything else that you can do.
Wait, did you just say shoot up were-rat?
Yeah, just straight up where.
Did you miss that bit where I described that bit at the start?
Just straight up ate a where.
No, you reminded me when you said that again, so I was just thinking, did it eat the leader?
Oh no!
Carlton, you're up.
Okay, so Carlton is going to, and by the way, Carlton has equipped his shield and longsword.
Okay.
So
Good to know. Thanks for that. So that's your action. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you.
So Carlton is going to get within 5 feet and is going to make a longsword slash.
I mean, you could if you had your halberd. It's still stuck to the roof.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So how tall is the roof? How big is it?
8 feet.
8 feet.
So it's
8
kind
feet.
of like
I see.
having a bit of a slash.
Okay, right.
Wait, well, how tall is Carlton and how long is the longsword?
I mean,
It's as
the
long as I say it is.
longsword
It's long.
It has a 5-foot reach, right? And Carlton I did give him a height.
I would assume so, because if he didn't have a height, it'd be very short.
Carlton is 6'4". Yeah, Carlton 6'4". Yeah.
Okay. How high at the shoulder?
So I'm guessing the head takes
Just
off
roll
like
to
a few
hit.
inches.
What, you got a 3-inch high head? Okay.
Oh! No.
So yes,
Alright, that's what I said. Okay, and before I roll for damage, I am going to expend spell slot 2. Just trying to figure out which strike to use. So, fire damage.
think quickly. You got 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna use ensnaring strike, which
Cool.
means
Sounds fun.
which means it's less damage than radiant. However, vines restrain it.
Oh.
What, automatically?
So, and it does 1d6. So first, the ensnaring strike does 1, and then the longsword itself does 5. So 6 in total. That's rubbish. Both damage rolls were 1, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. Which is lame. However, ensnaring strike. Next time you hit with a creature with a weapon attack, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. It has a duration of 1 minute.
Can it try and get out of it each turn?
While restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each turn. And it can use an action to make a strength check against spell save DC. On a success, the target's freed.
Right, so it needs to do a strength check now anyway.
Yeah.
That is a 5.
So that is a fail, because my strength is 19.
Well, yeah, but it's a spell DC, it's not against your strength.
And the spell DC is...
I'm guessing it's more than 5. And it should tell you on...
Where do I find... Oh yeah, strength 12. Yeah, that's right. Attack save, strength 12.
Yeah, it's not you trying to pin it down. 1.93 meters. We don't deal in meters. We deal in feet and inches around here.
Yeah, we like to measure.
How much damage did you do, first of all? Because I didn't mark that down.
Say that again.
How much damage did you do? 6. Okay.
6, yeah.
So yeah, as you carve through its rubbery flesh with your longsword, the vines sprout up from the roof and just wrap around its big, thick body and just hold it in place, ready for whoever's next. So yeah, it's just, you see it's writhing against it, and it's got a nice little pink halo on it now, which says restrained. So,
The holy
That should be
one.
part of the spell.
Holy world.
strange creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Ooh, interesting. So,
Really nice spell.
yeah, it's kind of like his tangling thorns thing.
Tangle.
Yeah, that. It's kind of like that, but different. Why can't I see this on your?
It's essentially entangle, but better because it deals damage.
Why can't I see this on your spells though?
Look at spells and look at in bonus actions. It's ensnare and strike. Maybe you can't see it because I've clicked all 3 of my spell slots.
No, I should still be able to see it.
Maybe.
Spells: Cure Wounds, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Speak with Animals.
Oh, ensnaring strike should be there as well.
Weird.
That's what I can see on mine.
I think you
I
made
don't
it up.
see it either.
Ah, that's odd. Well, I've definitely got it prepared. It's always prepared because I've got because of the oath I took.
Okay. I'm not calling you a liar or anything. I'm just,
I'm not calling you a liar or anything, you liar.
sometimes when you're looking through things quickly, you just Nature's Wrath.
That's
Different.
different. That's my channel divinity.
Oath spells. Always prepared and don't count against your daily number of prepared spells. Hold on. Racial traits. Class features. Divine
I can
Smite.
see it under spells.
Sacred
so,
Oath.
you know,
Yeah, that's cool. I
it's
can.
weird that you can't.
Yeah, you'd have thought I'd be able to. But anyway, I'll take your word for it. It just means I can't check the actual spell description myself. Okay, so it is the turn of the vicious snarling beast.
So, shall I roll for piercing damage, or do you want to
You've
do
already
that?
done that, haven't you?
No, but it's
Yeah,
the
no, but
start
I
of
mean,
the
at the
turn.
start of each of its turns, it takes 1d6 piercing damage.
Where does it say that? I can't
I
see
do
the
that?
spell.
You just said
I can't see the spell. It doesn't say it anyway.
Let me take a screenshot and show you.
I think it's weird that it shows it for you, but it doesn't show it for anyone else.
I can
Right.
see it.
What the fuck
Wait,
is
what?
going on? Am I just looking? Am I looking in the wrong place here?
Right, all
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
gonna
was
have a look.
click on his name in the campaign.
Yes.
Insane.
Click spells. I've got all spells open. It's the
Yes.
Cure Wounds and Searing
Snite. Searing Snite.
Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, and Speak with Animals.
Yeah,
I see-
so
I
none
see
of the
Cure
one that we
Wounds,
were
Searing-
talking about.
Yeah. I only see
Yeah,
4.
And
What's-
Snaring Strike.
You just listed the 4 that we can all see, and you never said ensnaring strike.
Okay, if you go down to bonus action, it's on
That
there.
was searing smite, dude. Anyway, so what damage do you do at the start of its turn?
1d6.
1d6. Crack on. That's
That is
just
6 damage.
that's so weird. Yeah, cool. So yeah, as you see the vines constricting against it, the thorns that are part of it, they'll start piercing its flesh, digging in. You can see it start oozing from different little wounds all around its body now. God. It's thinking about what to do. It's thinking about what to do. It doesn't know. It's thrashing around in these vines, not sure what it wants to do. It's going to try and break out. Strength check was that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 21.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that didn't last long.
Yeah, it lasted long enough because that's used its action to break out of there. I rolled a 19, so yeah. So it's no longer restrained. And it's going to try and move away along the wall, back down.
Oh, rude.
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
Yay. That is a 14 to hit.
It's just a hit.
Yay. And that is 8 damage.
It is just 8 damage. So yeah, it's oozing from numerous wounds now. As it tries to back away, you just slash and carve right underneath its mouth. As it twists and writhes and heads in the opposite direction.
So we've just done 21 damage to it.
Alright, mathematician. Right, who's next? Who's next? Gioa! Healer is up last. Gioa.
You're up, little Spark.
You're up, little cat.
So how far away am I from it?
50 or so feet.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's old. This is old.
Because I wanted to try and jump up to it and scratch its face and then jump back down onto another one.
Okay. How far is your movement?
40 feet.
You won't be able to do that.
Instead, I just want to pat Evelyn on the shoulder and just point towards it.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your go?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, the cat pats you on the shoulder, tries to get your attention. When you look, it points its paw towards the creepy worm thing. Yeah. And Harrison, it's your go.
Right, so my crossbow is 80 feet. So
That's a
can
bloody
I
big
get-
crossbow.
Well, I presume it says 80 stroke 320.
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
you shorten your long
That
range.
does
yeah.
make sense. It's realistic.
So I'll get within crossbow range of it.
How many
Okay.
bolts
You're
do you
kind of
have?
within range now, but you know you just got to get around the corner, so you can
Yeah,
actually
that's-
see it without it being in cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
How many bolts do you have on you, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Load. Absolutely tons.
Oh, okay.
He wants to steal some off you.
Well, no, I might ask if you can lend me some on my
13
turn.
to hit.
13.
20. 13, yeah.
That is just a hit. So yeah, you fire it, and it just embeds in its side, one of its rubbery, fleshy appendages. Oof, and does a fairly hefty amount of damage. Yeah, it's
11.
oozing from many, many wounds right now. And it writhes around in pain and it's emitting this high-pitched shrieking noise as it's trying to back away from you all.
So, yeah, I found 20 in the room when I was looking around.
Yeah, anyway, anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so up next, Malketh.
I'm here. Oh, I forgot to check off my breath weapon.
Well, do it now then.
There we go. Okay. How high can I jump?
How tall are you?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Let me check.
You're
I am
probably
6'7".
you're probably really tall because you know you're a dragon, so therefore you would assume that you'd be really tall because you're a dragon.
Why is everyone so tall? I am 4'8".
So what do you want to do?
Average,
Oh, man,
if I read Dragonborns right, I think I'm actually just under the average height of a Dragonborn.
Okay. We've ascertained how tall you are. What do you want to do?
Garrett's 12. So that's why you're short.
Would I be able to try and use Flurry of Blows while jumping?
I mean, you have to try and hit it first before you can use Flurry of Blows, but whatever.
Okay. I'll roll the hit with Flurry of Blows.
From where you are, or you're going to try and get in range?
Oh, let's get me in melee.
Okay.
Melee range.
Yeah, you can get so you're just underneath it, and you need to do a normal attack before you go into doing Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm glad you learned how to play a monk. We're only 13 sessions in. I've learned how to play the monk quicker than you have.
Okay,
Right.
rolling.
Please do.
Oh, come on! It was almost an 8. The default of 18.
Yeah, you try and scratch at it with your claws, but you just can't quite manage to hit. So
There's no point in rolling for the flurry, is there? For the hit, because it has its own hit.
what do you mean?
Flurry of Blows has its own hit as well.
When can you use Flurry of Blows?
As soon as I take my action, I can spend it.
Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So yes, you can do that because you have tried to do you've used your action, and now you can use Flurry of Blows as a blah 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 bonus action. So yeah, you have to roll to hit for each. Yeah, but you're playing one character. I'm playing all of them. Yeah, that's a miss. You try again. That's a miss. One more. It's 2 attacks. It's Flurry of Blows.
I could have tried to throw my dagger.
It's 2.
Oh my god.
Did you roll? Did you do all 3 attacks and you missed with all 3 of them?
I thought Flurry of Blows was only roll. I thought the. Oh, okay.
No, you've rolled 4. Yeah, you're shit. Sorry.
No. That very first one you saw was before I even got in range.
Oh, okay.
I clicked.
That was definitely a miss then. You just lash out into midair. Got a little bit overexcited there. Sorry, I'm gonna get. Oh, sorry, I missed. So and then you charge in, and then you just. You're like a cat playing with a laser beam.
I forgot that. I also forgot. Like, I immediately thought, oh, I could try and jump and attack. And then after we're going through this, I'm realizing as I'm rolling all these, I'm like, I could have just tried to throw my dagger.
I mean, you'd have probably missed, and it would have broken the way you're rolling.
Yeah.
You've borrowed. I think you've borrowed Carlton's virtual dice. Okay, so Evelyn,
I'm gonna
Okay.
move further down to about where the door is.
So you're round the corner from it.
The door that's close towards it.
What door that's close towards it?
And I'm looking on the stream. That's the
Oh, you right? Okay, so the door. Okay, the bit of scenery. So you're moving there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
the
not
door.
It's not actually a door. That's
The
just a wall.
non-existent door.
Yeah.
You gotta,
The door's here.
if memory serves, we're on a staircase.
Yeah, the door's like back here somewhere.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna shoot it again with my bow.
Okay. You're gonna try.
Try to. That is a 24.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
That is 7.
Yeah.
And then a 6.
Finish it in style.
18.
Oh, it's dead. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you kind of screwed any chance it had. When you restrained it for a turn.
Against
So-
one enemy, we're kind of badass, aren't we?
Yeah. As long as it's a one. As long as it's a one.
So, how are you gonna finish it?
Alright, so I'm gonna just ping the arrow for its head, and then like sort of hit in a way so it just slowly like slops down onto the ground and just hits the ground.
So yeah, the
Oh,
arrow you
man.
see, as it's writhing around from all the different wounds, you manage to get it straight through the mouth, and it comes out the top of the head, not all the way through, but enough that it just flops down, and mouth wide open, it just lands on Malketh and swallows her whole.
I was actually gonna say, can we request that Malketh has to roll to
Make a
dodge?
dexterity check, please. Yes.
So,
Okay.
Because you are immediately
that's
underneath it.
reminding me- Oh my
Okay.
god.
Next.
This is reminding me so
Yeah,
much
it's fine.
of the. This is reminding me so much of if anyone's watched Gravity Falls. There's this scene right where Grunkle Stan makes this hot air balloon that says "I heart kids," but then when it's released in the air, the H and the R fall off. And so it rises and it says, "I eat kids," and then it blows up and it descends upon this festival with apocalyptic music playing.
What's even better, what Sergio doesn't mention is it's actually heading towards a couple of kids.
Yeah, it is.
And it actually does land on them.
Yeah, it's the funniest moment in Gravity Falls
Why did I
by a long shot.
I'm talking about
quite
Gravity
a lot.
Falls, apparently. It's dead.
Okay. Yay, the worm is dead.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
just posted on Gilded. It's the clip in question.
I eat.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll ignore that one. So yes, you take it down. It lands with an almighty thud and a splatter, and just ichor and gore just spreads out underneath it as Malketh just carefully sidesteps to one side, just so it doesn't land on her.
So wait, who killed it?
That would be Evelyn.
Oh, okay.
Evelyn got the killing blow, so she gets all the XP and steals it from all the rest of you.
XP. What is this XP you speak of?
Except we're leveling up by milestone, not XP.
I didn't get to claw its eyes
Right.
out. I feel like
Also-
just hopping down off of Evelyn's shoulder and just,
So what do you want to do?
just running over and clawing at its eyes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna
Okay,
hop off Evelyn's
so
shoulder and run and start clawing
does-
at its eyes.
Okay.
Does this corridor go anywhere, or are we at a dead end now?
Well, there's only one
Towards
way to
the
find out.
staircase.
Wonder how many rations are in that worm.
Staircase.
It's just a set of
would-
steps that lead up,
Oh, set of steps. Sorry.
and then it evens out again.
Nice.
Oh, Chowder brought up exactly what I was gonna ask. Would I be able to harvest some of whatever kind of meat is edible off of this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Lovely.
Can I try and bite it?
That is not
you
a
can
good plan.
certainly
Yeah, I
try.
just want to bite it.
Okay, it's I was
Medicine
maybe
check.
If we're literally gonna do this, maybe Carlton should do it because Carlton is literally immune to disease.
I just want to go nom nom.
Who said anything about disease?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite.
No, I'm
the
just
worm.
saying, if anyone should eat raw meat, it should be Carlton
I wasn't
because then
saying
you're
to
not gonna
eat
get
it.
any disease.
I think she I think she wanted to butcher it,
Yeah.
not actually just dig in and chow down on it.
Yeah,
I just wanted to.
Yeah.
I do exactly
That is-
that. and just
okay.
bite
I
it.
got a phone
Yeah,
call.
fair enough. Okay, fair.
You said medicine. Give me a sec. For all that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite.
21.
I'm just gonna bite the
21.
Child,
Yeah, you.
As soon as you make a suggestion, everyone's just gonna debate it and try it.
I'm
That's
just
the
gonna-
way we roll.
I'm just gonna bite the worm as I'm clawing away at its eyes.
Except me, I try to keep everyone on track.
If you want to come and join the random conversation,
What happens?
we also have a gilded server.
What happens when I bite it?
Just wait your turn, will ya? So, yeah, you managed to harvest a fair, decent-sized chunks of sort of rubbery, bulbous flesh from
I am
its
back.
body. I'm glad you're back,
I
as you
did-
rolled to butcher it.
Oh yeah, I did. Sorry. It's just I had a call from work.
Okay. Are you going to work now?
My work's very understanding, and as much as I need the hours, I'm not just gonna dip out mid.
Okay.
Well, not mid, but in
Yeah.
a session.
Well, we are. I know you've taken the call now. We will be finishing in about 15 minutes or so, though.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you managed to harvest. Yeah, I know, and I've already said what you got from it. Well, you weren't allowed to listen, were you? I mean, you know.
Sorry, I'll listen.
It's you managed to harvest a good few chunks of rubbery, bulbous flesh from its carcass. Stinky, horrible. Smells like it's spent a lot of time around dead things. So yeah.
This would fall under a custom item, I would assume.
Yeah, it definitely
This
would.
is the first. Yeah, this is the one time assuming would come in my favor.
Giant worm meat.
I'm gonna call it worm steaks just for simplicity.
I mean, steaks probably a stretch. Just
Worm flesh.
worm
I'll put air
flesh.
I'll put air chunks. Air chunks, air quotes around steak.
Steak.
And the description will be worm chunks.
Wellington.
Worm.
Giant chunks of worm. About
There we go.
£5 worth in total.
5 pounds? Okay. How many quantities?
I would
do
say
you wanna say?
5. So, you know,
So,
a pound a
One
pound a
pound each.
slab. So who's got the 10 gold nuggets, by the way?
oh yeah, who picked up that? Okay.
Harrison, cool.
How much?
No.
Oh yeah.
You've not got monetary
Okay,
value for it yet, but, you know, you've got the 10
I
gold
need
nuggets.
to fix this. Something
Wow.
broke on my weight, and it's telling me it's 25 pounds each. No, that's not what I said.
So, yeah, they're each £1, so, yeah.
How do I fix that?
Okay.
Just edit the
so
weight.
while
There we go.
while the
No, it's a bit too hard for you.
while the
Wait.
butchering of the worm is taking
Oh,
place.
no, that is. Okay.
Carlton starts sort of just slowly scouting ahead.
Okay.
Each.
So, as you work your way around the tunnel, it winds its way back around eventually to the east, and it leads outside. You see daylight at the end of the tunnel, and as you get to the...
Don't go to the light.
Do you go to the light?
Don't go towards the light.
Do you go towards the light? Do you? Do you go towards the light?
Well, no, because we haven't finished the quest, so
I
Carlton
mean-
turns back and
It's
Carlton
not.
turns back and
It's not like you're exiting a dungeon in Skyrim. you can see what's there. you can have a look if you want to before heading back. It's perfectly fine to do that.
Then, okay, I'll have a look then.
We've all got the video game mindset for this, I think. So yeah. You get to the edge and you carefully make your way towards it. You look down. You are out further higher up the side of the mountain. It looks like about a 20-foot sheer drop down the side of the mountain. And then the rest of it just leads out. And as you're looking across, just below you, sort of to the east, it's what looks like a field with a ring of graves with pickaxes sticking out of the ground where, headstones would normally be. There's about 10 graves altogether. They look fairly fresh within the last month or so.
Okay, I'm not going there. So Carlton heads back, tells the party that it's a dead end. We need to turn back.
I see what you did there.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't. Oh, I just see what I did there. That wasn't intentional. I promise.
Shocking.
Honestly, that wasn't intentional. I'm autistic. I don't make puns intentionally. Oh dear. Okay, so
it was a good one, though.
Carlton relays to the party what he saw, and says we should head back the other way.
I have a question while my headphones were off on that call. Did anyone check to see if... Well, I don't know how we would check, but did anyone think to check to see if the worm did eat the leader? Where we're at?
Yeah, how the hell would we check?
I'd open the bed.
I tell you what, I will answer for them. No, nobody checked.
Okay.
I've got an
certainly
idea for
didn't.
something that I want to
I don't
do.
know why I didn't think to do that when I was harvesting the meat.
Could I
Chunks.
take my dagger
No.
into my...
You're a cat.
No, I mean, like, could I hold my
Oh,
dagger
yeah.
in my mouth?
I keep
Your
forgetting Joe's.
dagger is
I'm
currently
imagining like Puss in Boots.
in your form.
Oh.
You've currently shape changed and all your belongings are, part of your magical form at the moment.
Okay, Malketh, do you have your dagger just out at the moment?
All Malketh hears is meow 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 meow.
I'm asking Steph, like, can I see your dagger?
It's not been unequipped, and I just realized that I just tried during that fight to unarmed strike while holding a dagger.
It's not like you hold a dagger in both hands.
No, you can't do an unarmed strike if you have a weapon equipped.
Oh, you'd be fine. Well, you didn't hit anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it was only... That's probably why you didn't hit, because you tried to punch it.
Yes, it is equipped.
So can I just,
It is out.
Can I just point my paw at the dagger and just meow? As if to say, I want it.
I'm not gonna be able to do much.
No, I mean, I'm gonna hold it in my mouth and try and cut open the worm.
Why don't one of us just do it?
Yeah, like...
Actually, could I just get one of my claws and try and do it? I'll just get a whole paw of claws and just try and cut it open.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Flesh.
regular d20 roll.
Just make a medicine check
Okay.
in your cat form.
That's a 13.
Yeah, you're causing little scratches in the side of it, but it could take you a few days.
I was gonna be mean and say if that had been any less, then the claw should have broke. But then I was like,
Wow.
oh wait, that means Kiowa would have no nails going back to normal.
Yeah, I just stay determined trying to open it up, and I just keep clawing at the same spot.
I can roll another medicine check to check.
What are you doing? What are you all doing? What are you trying
okay,
to
what is
what
the
are you
breakdown?
trying to check?
If the
I want to check to see if the.
I'm not doing anything. I'm staying quiet about this. 'Cause while they're messing about with the body.
What was that,
Right.
Granny?
I said I think I've just fallen asleep.
Oh.
What actually, or in the back there?
Well, at the back.
Okay. Right. You
I
do
wanna go
remember
to this
that it
particular
dropped
body.
something, otherwise you wouldn't have known this to start, you know.
Oh.
Pretty much where Carlton and Evelyn are stood is where it dropped what it was chewing on.
Can I just slowly
Otherwise you wouldn't have known about what it was chewing on.
I forgot about
Yes.
that. Oh.
Which is why I reminded you, because, you know, your characters would have known that.
Can I just slowly
Yeah.
saunter over towards it?
It depends if somebody else beats you to it.
I know, I start running
Yeah,
towards
like
it.
near it.
I run towards it as fast as I can with my 40 feet of speed.
Okay. He has to be the first to do everything.
Yes, I do. I'm a child.
Okay, you will be the first to die.
Eventually, you won't be able to use that excuse anymore.
I know.
Yeah, but
Both
we're
in
talking
real life and in game, I'm sure.
we're talking 6 years time, so I won't worry about it.
So what do I see as I look?
Investigation on nature to check what
Investigating the what?
thing is.
Investigation or nature?
Investigation. Why would it be a nature check?
To check what was left of whatever it was.
Are you poking around it?
Yeah.
You're investigating it then.
No.
Are you in the middle of the woods?
14.
Yeah, what's left of it, though, you know, fairly chewed up. It's kind of chewed up from the bottom, so there's not really many legs. There's not really any legs left. It was kind of, you know, as these things do, they don't chew chunks out. They take it in whole, bit by bit.
So like
And it got halfway through, and you can still see that the top half of the body is fairly intact. Yeah, it's who you suspected it to be.
Oh no.
Aha!
She was eaten.
The leader.
Yeah.
She was eaten.
I guessed it!
One experience point to you. I mean, I thought I provided enough hints for that, but whatever.
Yeah.
I stayed quiet.
My
I'm just like.
overthinking worked.
Can I just climb
I
back up
I
onto
stayed
Evelyn's
quiet.
shoulder?
Yeah.
Cool. I just climb back up onto Evelyn's shoulder.
Right. So.
I apparently put too much.
Right, are we getting back out of here then?
No, because we've still got. I mean, well, yes, I guess we should.
I mean, out of this
Um,
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we head to where the path forks,
Okay.
or down the stairs.
So as you go back out the door, now you've got where you came from, which goes to the west, or there's the tunnel which heads down south.
Can I try and smell both of them?
What are you trying to smell?
Anything out of the ordinary? For a
What?
cave?
There's only one.
What
other
would
way
be
to
out
go,
of the ordinary
so,
for a cave?
Were-rats. People.
If you're trying to smell for were-rats, say you're trying to smell for were-rats.
I'm trying to smell for anything humanoid.
Right, make a perception check.
First one was an 11. Second one was a 17.
You smell 5 other humanoids within the area.
I saw that
my
coming the
God.
moment they said that.
Oh my god. Do I smell any others?
You smell 5 other humanoids in the area.
Is that it?
I mean, how far do you want to
Right.
smell?
Through
We
the
should,
entirety of one tunnel.
Yeah, you that's what you pick up on.
We should. I think we should head that way.
That way.
The other
Cool.
way.
That way.
Wait,
Head that way.
the one.
South.
We should head the way that we didn't go last time.
South.
Which we're going to do.
Yeah, south.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
South makes sense.
As you are wandering down south, you encounter a load of southerners and they really annoy you. Never mind. Yeah, you get about 10 feet and it starts to turn towards the west.
Can I smell
Oh,
down
excuse me.
the
And it
west?
just follow it down and then it starts to head south down some steps again. And then once you get down there, you get to another a cross junction, where just off to the east there's a south tunnel. To the east there's another door, and to the west there's another tunnel. So you got a tunnel heading sort of off center to the south. There's a door to the east, and then there's another tunnel to the west.
Can I smell the door?
Yes, you can smell the door.
And see
Oh
if
my
I can
God.
Go ahead and smell the door.
There's
I
always
want to see
that
what I
one
can
person.
smell on the other side.
In this party, there's about 5.
Yeah, so I'll,
Smell of fills your nose.
I just want to see what I can smell on the other side of the door.
You can't smell the other side of the door because all you can smell is wood and iron.
Can I just try and slightly open it so I
Okay.
can poke my nose through?
You can't reach the door handle. You are a cat.
I just
Carlton,
walk up to
Oh my
Carlton,
God.
Carlton stealthily opens the door.
and as he does so, I sniff through.
Oh my
Make
God.
a
Point him out
stealth
as well.
check.
17.
And
You
I'm going to sniff through
Quietly
the door,
open the door.
and I'm going to sniff through it.
Kiara, shut up.
Just kick him. Just kick him, please.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
16.
You
What do I
smell a room.
Oh my god.
It smells like the rest of the place.
I just walk away from the door.
Hold on.
Right, so.
It
got a
quietly
17 on the
opens.
stealth check.
Yeah, the door quietly opens this time, slowly. You want to peer inside the room?
What can we see? Yes.
Yes.
Inside, you can see 6 beds, just 3 on each side of the room. It's a fairly small room, about 15 feet by 15 feet, roughly, carved out of the mountain. Looks like it would have been a bedroom.
Okay. Okay. There's no body inside.
There's not
I
no
don't
anything.
see
Never
anyone
mind a body.
inside. Except the beds.
Just beds, nothing else.
Okay.
They all look fairly slept in,
Okay.
but not recently.
So there's no storage or anything.
It's a bedroom. It's got beds in it.
Yeah, but usually you have storage in bedrooms. Okay.
Yeah, like, beds like
I
that.
would like Carlton enters the room to have a look around.
I want to.
And
You see
would-
6
him.
beds.
I'd like to roll for investigation.
Feel
See
free.
if I can find anything.
Go for it.
That
As
is a
Carlton-
7, so
As
You
Carlton
see
does
6
that-
beds
As Carlton does that, I lay on a bed. I just
and a
curl up-
cat.
I just curl up and lay on a bed.
okay.
Now's your chance to
so where else? Carlton heads out of the bedroom, and where else can we go?
So there's a.
Leaving me in there.
Shut the door. You won't be able to get out.
Lock it.
You don't have the key, unfortunately, but you know he's a cat. If you shut the door, you'll be fine. There's a tunnel which leads to the south, and then there's another one which leads back to the west.
So I'm guessing I'm still.
So
in the room.
we haven't been south yet.
You haven't been
So
west
the
from this one.
party- Oh right.
Just
okay.
to point
Guys,
that one out.
South
So
or west?
you came from the north tunnel. You went east
Yeah.
through the door. There's a tunnel to the south, and there's also one to the west.
I'm just
All
gonna,
right.
I'm
So
gonna walk
guys,
out of the room.
south or west?
I'm gonna walk out of
West.
the room
Oh.
now. I'm just gonna
West.
start walking west.
All right.
Well, you're
No,
south
you're
then.
not. You're not getting in front of me.
No, I mean
All
just to
right.
show I want to go west.
Is it like Carlton like racing a cat down there like an alley?
Okay, Carlton, what's
no.
your speed?
Follow the
And I
leader,
can
leader,
follow
leader.
me.
Follow the leader.
This is why you need me to be the leader to keep you guys on track. Right.
It's
So,
working so
who's
far,
saying-
isn't it?
Who's saying south and who's saying west?
I just
I think
I
so.
just walk to the west.
Okay, so Gioa, as you are walking to
Right.
the west, you see the tunnel splits
I,
to the north and to the south.
Okay, I
Again.
walk back to the group.
no. Yes, you do. Okay. shall we head? If you were gonna walk ahead, I was like, no.
No, I just walk back
Right.
to the
Shall we
group
all
and
head
don't be
south
scared.
then, everybody? Let's all head south. The party heads south.
This time
Okay.
I'll climb up onto Malketh's shoulder.
Easy to do because
That
of
is
all the
very
skills.
brave.
Yeah, as you head south, you feel it gets warmer because you know it's the climate and all that. No, you head south about 10-20 feet. It takes a right turn, and then the corridor leads to the east again. About 30-40 feet long, well lit all the way. It's a fairly well kept mine altogether, and then it sort of turns back north again, and there's one which leads you, carries on going north, or there's a door to the east.
So head through the door then.
I'm lost as to where we are in this map.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
confusing map. I
trying
won't.
to make a mental map, and it's just
All right.
like my head hurts.
I mean, if you have a look at it there,
Carlton stealthily opens the door,
we'll see.
and that's a nat 20.
It's like the hinges have been greased recently. It just slides open.
I would like
Slowly.
to sniff through.
Oh my god.
Carlton peers through the door. What can I see?
What you can see and what you can smell. You don't know what you can smell because you've not rolled for it.
Okay, I will roll.
But as you
Doesn't give Gio a chance to smell, and gently chucks the cat over to Evelyn and like, please take this back.
It's like, yeah, I'll be
Some
cat
reason
back.
I've got this problem.
Fine,
So,
I just
as you peer inside the door, we ignore the cat, and you can see.
Yes, we do. It's getting annoying.
There was a
5
time limit for the transformation.
dwarves.
No, we need to turn back down.
All huddled inside this area, which is like an open room with another exit which is carved out to the north, but they're all sort of huddled in the south of this room. 5 dwarves. Look like they could be miners. Yeah. And as you open the door and peer inside, they all look at you in surprise. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
no.
I'm falling.
Hairy children.
Hairy children.
Children.
Hairy children.
I thought they were the Oh no, they were the two hairy children at the slime place, weren't they? That's right.
So many hairy children.
Yeah, I am literally struggling right now with tiredness.
I'm struggling with being dizzy because apparently I didn't eat enough earlier.
Oh, stupid. Go and eat something. Hey, Night Gazelle. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Right,
Appreciate you.
okay.
And yeah, it's like 20 to 12 now,
You
so.
guys,
I just
you
put it
guys
on
need
order.
to go. You guys need to go take care of yourselves then.
Mm-hmm.
Being a cat's
I,
amazing. I love it.
It's gone 11:30. Of course, it's holidays now, isn't it? So you.
Yeah,
Not as
so
worried.
like I've had my first week off of the summer holidays, so
Oh my gosh, you lucky
Yeah.
so and so. Well, we won't be
yeah.
back next weekend because we won't be here.
Yup.
Already?
We'll be
Oh,
sunning
you're going
ourselves
on
up.
holiday.
Sunning ourselves up, hopefully, fingers crossed, on the south coast of Spain.
If it doesn't.
Oh.
Animals.
So yes.
Nice.
But you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything should be fine. Although apparently, from where we're going, where we go quite often, most places are already closed. So yeah, that's fun.
Oh,
I think they have suffered,
good.
unfortunately. Wow, that was harsh, Malketh.
Okay, I wasn't expecting townies. But I didn't.
That's why we've got our pina coladas. It's just got a bit of juice in it.
Get in a holiday mood.
That's Tiny's.
Oh, so
So there will be no session
you,
next weekend.
Okay.
so you're still gonna go, even though you might not be able to do as much as in past years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still gonna go because we'll still enjoy ourselves.
You don't
And
have to. What is Spain in terms of is it green, amber?
It's a country.
The
It's
scenery.
it's currently amber,
You know-
but there was talk of it going amber plus, but I don't know how that is working at the moment.
Oh, you mean like travel and restrictions?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I meant. COVID restrictions.
So currently we're both double jabbed. The only one that had to do a test was him, and he passed his test today, so we're fine to go.
Yeah, traveling-
So you don't. So you don't have to quarantine or anything.
Currently, unless anything changes while we're out there.
Unfortunately, Canada's not like that. Even
Blame
if you're double
Canada.
vaccinated,
Blame
you still
Canada.
have to quarantine, and our borders are still technically closed.
It's not even a real country anyway. I mean, that was a song that I heard once.
I agree.
Right, I'm going to end the stream here, but it's been
Alright.
good fun again. You see, Carlton, always look on the what?
Positive.
Bright
All right.
side
That
of
is
life.
better than I expected.
The
I was
DM's
ready
job
to give my-
is not to destroy you. The DM's job is to challenge you. And I really did think we would get out of this place tonight.
I was ready to give myself up as their prisoner, or their they take
Their
my
sacrifice.
life and let my friends go. Yeah, sacrifice. Yeah,
So
I was
Right.
ready to give myself up.
So I'm guessing you just want to play.
But for now, good night. God bless. We'll see you
No.
next time.
I don't want to, but I was ready to sacrifice myself.
Remember, go check out
Yes,
Critical Role if you hadn't,
that's-
because it's awesome.
Because that's what Carlton is. He's a paladin.
Well, they
Um,
can hear you.
Right, well, these guys are going to witter on in the background. I'm just going to end it. Laters, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Hi, watchers,
Before
people
we-
watching and stuff.